veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la. lanes, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play.
Yes, good people, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone. I do hope you're all doing well. Thank you once again for finding the time to be with me on this particular edition, of the Blue Morning Show. And today we'll talk transfers. We'll talk about the Chelsea's rumors that Chelsea are in active negotiations with Jonathan Tah to join Chelsea Football Club. Talk about compare Gyokeres to Viktor Osimhen, because some rumors suggest would sign Osimhen. Some are suggesting we're going to sign Viktor Gyökeres, and a lot more out there. Romeo Lavia injury, not you say we there's a report out there, but not too specific with regards to the severity or the sort of injury he's suffering. But despite the way, more importantly, once again, I do hope you're all doing well. As usual, I'm going to say hello to all of you in the chat, and then we get into the show proper. We do have a few items to discuss, and when we are done discussing those, we go into news hunt as usual on Vincent's X feed. Of course, the first person we have here is bshot44. When I saw your DP, I thought maybe you were a Manchester United fan. I'm not too sure, but correct me if that isn't the case. And Vic is in the house. The first thing Vic did today was to start fighting me, attacking me on the title. But Vic, big up to you. I do hope you're doing well. I was tired, used the AI, and I had to use what he gave me. Okay, if that makes sense to you. Big up to you too, IB. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. This particular morning, it's still 4:44 a.m. Las Vegas time. I do hope you're all doing well. And we have Bisha, Thiago Arujo transfer at Chelsea. Thiago Arujo? I know Thomas Araujo. I don't know the name you just mentioned there. Ekoman Tebe. It's in the house. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Once again, more importantly, I do hope you're all doing well. I can thank you guys enough for finding the time to be with me. We have a few items lined up, and once we're through with them, we get to we'll go news hunting as usual on Vincent's X feed, because we don't have too many stuff to talk about here. But that's, by the way, without wasting much of your time, I'm going to go to the presentation page. Give me a second here. All right, there you go. Well, there, I like it this way. Yep, it will zoom in on it a bit so that you can see what we have on the screen. And the first item is about Romeo Lavia, and it turns out Bob is. We knew his concern when he talked about how he's not. When he did talk about how he isn't happy that Romeo Lavia has left Chelsea to join the Belgium international camp, because he hadn't played for a while before that time for us. I think it was about just 4 games in total since he joined us. At most 5. Bobby wasn't happy, and now it looks like he's sustained an injury. So the report in itself reads: a Belgium coach, Domenico Tedesco, confirms that Lavia's injury, which means he's definitely injured. What we don't know right now is the severity of the injury, or the sort of injury he sustained. So this reads: some players had problems immediately after the last game, and we already knew they would not be available. Then there were injuries today, like Romeo Lavia. Lukaku has a knee problem. He felt it after the game. And he was fine before he left. So probably he sustained the injury during the training session. I don't know whether he played for Belgium or not. But I think this is a lesson for Chelsea. The next international break, even if he performs at the level he had that he hasn't shown before, or even if we believe his, you can say, fitness of his teammates, I don't think Chelsea will risk letting him go again until he can prove that he's stay fit for a lengthy period of time. This is concerning. So, and at the time I said, yeah, Bobby, I did let Bobby know that, yeah, that I was concerned too. And look at it now, he's injured. But despite, well, let's see what you have there in the more likes, people in the in the chat section. More likes, more likes. We are 15 minutes into the show and we have 14 likes. It's looking good. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. We have a total of 30 people following the show. 50% of that, yeah, 50% of that's 15 people on YouTube, the rest on X. If you're following the show on X, thank you for joining us. Do us a little bit of favor. Take a second, drop a like on the stream, and also do follow our X account to help us get to 5,000 followers as soon as possible. And if you're following the show on YouTube, kindly take a second, drop a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We still beg for likes. We're not a big account yet. Yes, people, let's get the likes up. The likes do go a long way. Yeah. He's back. He answered you immediately. Thoughts on potential Jonathan Tah transfer? Real question is who leaves. We get to that. Reserve is your question until we start talking about Jonathan Tah. So if I start talking about it right now, and then we get to when we get to the top proper, then it'd be redundant. So and I've subscribed to Data MB, so we're gonna be able to use that to compare Tah performances with that of our current players to see whether it makes sense to even sign him. But one thing is sure, he brings experience, and I think he's a good CB. Let's see, Jonathan Tah is going to Bayern. Let's see what happens. But if he, let me, Heston, I've learned over time to trust, at least to trust Cardiff side, because I think Fabrizio Romano is a part owner of that outlet, but I'm not saying that means certainly we're signing Jonathan Tah. According to the reports out there, is that we've started active negotiations with his camp. That doesn't mean that certainly we're going to end up signing him. Real Madrid are interested, and I think I've seen something to the effect of Barca also being interested in securing his signature. But we'll see what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Nope, rumors is we are aggressively going after him. Yeah, we're talking with his camp, but it doesn't say that's for certain. I think the rumors, I did see something to the effect of us leading the race to sign Jonathan Tah, which doesn't necessarily mean that he end up joining us. Other clubs are interested also, but let's see what happens there. Nope, a rumor is we are aggressively going after him. I did see something to that effect too. Yes, anything else? Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Let's keep the topics aligned. I do not want to again prematurely start discussing the topic we have lined up, and then by the time we get to that topic in particular, it becomes redundant. Two CMs, two CBs, one striker. It's a Chelsea transfer January, Enzo Maresca. Okay, let's see that. Big up to you too, Mabas. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Jonathan Tah, he says would be perfect for Chelsea. That signing would make sense. We need another experienced CB to help Colwell. He will be a free agent. I think Tosin is an excellent CB in my opinion. Maybe the manager doesn't like him for one reason. For a reason I don't know. Anything else here? All right, Romeo Lavia. That is shocking to me. Excuse me. The fact that I'm sorry, guys. The fact that he's gotten injured right now justifies Bobby's concerns. Or question again. He questioned why we let him join the Belgium national team camp. I was concerned a bit, but not as concerned as Bobby showed he was on that day. Keep dropping the likes in the stream. The likes do go along way. I appreciate you all. Romeo Lavia, I'm not happy about that. You mean for some unknown reason? Yeah, maybe he doesn't rate him. I think, yeah, that it'd be correct to say that. But I think Tosin, for me, will make a huge difference in that defensive line. He's cool-headed, excellent passing range, reads the game very well, doesn't panic under pressure. But unfortunately, for some reason, the manager just doesn't like him. I think it'd be correct to argue the manager just doesn't like him as a CB. To be more specific, there, he's said publicly how he likes him on and off the pitch. But that's, by the way, we have Constantine Dante in the house. More importantly, Dante, I think it's important that I ask Ken, how you're doing. You did go under the knife, and your presence during shows is a good sign that you're recovering very well. I hope that's truly the case. So that's me believing that you're recovering as you should. But we want to hear from you before you answer the question on whether you're surprised that Lavia has returned to Chelsea with an injury. But how are you doing, man?
Yeah, big up, coach. Everyone in the chat. Yeah, good. I'm pretty good.
You think we don't have we don't have replacement for you?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm pretty drugged up. I don't feel too much, so I'm pretty good. Yeah, a little bit sore, obviously. So it'll be a couple of weeks till I can get back up and running a bit. But yeah, a lot of bedtime, a lot of watching stuff, just taking it easy, relaxing. Not much I can do. Couple of weeks, just a bit of walking every now and then, and just stay in bed basically. So yeah, I'm pretty bored, to be honest, already. So yeah, it's going to be a long couple of weeks.
I'm happy that you're doing well.
Yeah. So, but yeah, everything's good. Surgery went well. Everything's good. We'll see. We'll see in 3 weeks' time. I'll see my surgeon again, and we'll see what happens. Take some more scans and see if it cleared up properly, and hopefully this problem's finally gone.
Excellent. Your thoughts on Romeo Lavia returning with an injury?
How's your neck, coach? Your neck is all right?
Yeah, it feels better. Like I said, it was just probably the way. Usually, sometimes I'll be on the bed, in bed, and still be working on something with iPad. So leading to me not, you say, lying the way I should, so that can use the muscle issues. And yeah, no, it was nothing that beyond the tissue.
That's good.
Yeah.
Big up everyone in the chat as well. If I missed anyone, look, it's probably a little niggle. I think he'll be fine. As you see, a lot of these players are.
If it was a niggle, I think he'd stay and at least train.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think it's very precautionary. They're just being precaution. The players you see, they're all pulling out of everywhere. So many players dropping out. First ones that didn't go, and then ones that went. And like Lavia now, there's a lot coming back from other teams as well. So I think it's a bit of pressure from clubs. Some of these games that might not be that important either for some of them. They've got good depth. So I think it's just precautionary. He probably picked up something, feeling something. And if the player says, look, I feel it a bit more, then they're not going to risk him. They're just going to send him back. But it doesn't mean he's, badly injured or has got a proper injury. So I think it's more of that. It's happening too much. I've seen so many players, like I said, are doing that. They feel something and they straight away just say, no, that's it. And they go back straight away pretty much.
I did read something to the effect of, I don't know if it concerns Chelsea. The country already qualified for the next phase of the competition.
Exactly.
So the players, did you see something to that effect?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Some of the games, they're not that they're
just mere formality.
Yeah, they're just formalities. They can play, give them debut, for some of these teams. So, yeah, and I think this is just a way for some of these other players to just sort of, pull out and give others a go as well. So, to get their debuts and get some more minutes. For me, I think it's precautionary. I was surprised that he probably went. I didn't think he'd probably go, but obviously they couldn't come up with something. So probably now he had a little excuse and he took the opportunity, and that's fine. It's good. Let him come back a little bit earlier and, get a bit of training done, and he should be fine. I'll be very surprised if he's probably injured. I did not see it. I could not see it as a proper injury. I don't think so. I think it's, like I said, very precautionary.
I hope so. I hope it's just the club and Belgium, the Belgium FA being cautious and not just unnecessarily fielding him when they can just let him take a break because he's not fully fit. Vince is saying that Dean Company one time at Bayern, this man will follow Alonso in the in the summer to join Bayern. It's a possibility, but we'll see. I think he'd be a free agent in January, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Please kindly go check out Tobago YouTube channel, the Echo Man. Be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He's getting closer and closer to that magical number. And once he gets there, yeah, the rest will be history. So let's help him get there. Let's see, or maybe Maresca sees Tolson as a beaten player. That may well be the case. Yep. Dante, he's saying hello to you. Rudiger is Barcelona's transfer target for January. I didn't know that. And okay, let's see what we have here. Lavia still needs to be managed, but we are here to welcome Enzo back into the lineup. Yep. If it's not fully fit, Enzo will most likely start the next game, and if it doesn't start, then we'll start talking about how the manager sees them. But right now, I think, as I've explained 1,000 times, I strongly do believe that the reason for, you could say, relegating him to the bench is because the manager's priority is to sort out our defensive issues, and then he come back and have all the things that I'd say that will help you understand that, maybe that's most likely the case. But I'm not going to get into that anyway. Nice to see you. Why are you having a laugh at me, Tavejo? You let me know. Big up to you too. And Maya the rapper is in the house. Big up, coach, and everyone in the chat. Happy Sunday to you too. Did you go to church, my friend? You let me know. Please go check out Tabejo's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. There you go. You got the link there. Big up Maya, all of you in the chat. This hospital Wi-Fi is premium compared to the one.
I'm back home, unfortunately.
Signal. Well, I like that one. Nope. Belgium is already out, but they needed to win tonight. Otherwise, they will be relegated to the Group B. So it's an important game to them, which means, they definitely would have loved to have Lavia. So that's simply that you could say highlights that he's injured. He's not fit.
Yeah, it's important, coach, but I don't see these teams taking it that seriously. I don't see the players. I don't think they're really that serious in this sort of format. It just looks like they're playing very easy. They're all sort of they're not really taking it as serious. I think it's just too many games, and I don't think they care to be. I don't think they care if they go Group A, B. I don't think they care too much. From what I've seen, in my personal opinion, they don't show that like they're playing like 100%, giving it all. I don't see that at all.
If I totally understand, Tobejo is saying Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo will come back later, but if they don't get any injuries, they will be ready on Sunday. Yep. And Pedro Neto is already on his way back because Portugal, before that, they've qualified already, so they're letting him go. I think that's helpful for us. Anything else? Let's move on to the next item we have lined up, and this one talks about Chelsea are understood to be leading the race for the potential signing of Bayer Leverkusen centre-back Jonathan Tah after entering into active negotiations over a deal. I like him. He reached the game very well, has excellent passing range, I would say. But Dante, let's hear you. What do you make of this report? Is he a player you'd like to see at Chelsea? Not. I think we're going to compare him to the centre backs we have. I paid. How do I say it? I have subscribed to Data MB, so there won't be a lot of pop-ups here that will cause issues. So Dante, Jonathan Tah, we'll compare him to our current defenders to see if he's doing well than our current defenders, whether it makes sense to sign him or maybe you would see that sort of situation where, because the opportunity is here and he agrees to the sort of salary that we offer and joins us, I'd take him. But let's hear you.
Yeah, look, he's a he's a decent defender. He's a bit older though, so he's 28, turning 29, I think.
But it looks like it doesn't matter these days. It looks like The age isn't an issue for
Yeah.
us these days.
Well, we don't know that yet, to be honest. We haven't signed a player like that yet. So once that happens, then we'll know. But we haven't done. So we'll see this next transfer, or obviously the full transfer window later on in the summer. But look, he's a decent defender, done very well for Leverkusen. Of course, he's a leader. He's the captain there. He's got that leadership, that maturity. He's a bit slow. He's like more of a slower defender. Sits back. Game pretty much leads that back line, which is kind of what we do need. We need that type of leader, that more calm head that can just sit back and do that. So that's a good ticks for him. It just all depends, yeah, how much how much you ask for it. So that also is a big factor as well. So yeah, look, I'm not sure about him. I do like him, but I'm not 100%. He's not one of my favorite defenders. But
You have to.
you know,
It's either
based on
you like him
everything
or
we
you
have.
don't like him. I don't know why you say.
No, he's not one of my favorite. Just the way he plays and stuff is a bit slower. I think he'd be a bit slow for the
Well, he's
Premier
an
League.
intelligent player, though.
That's what I said. He's an intelligent player, sits back, watches, but he is a bit slower, and he plays a bit slower. And in the Premier League, you can get caught out if you play like that pretty easily. So look, would I take him? Yes, of course. 'Cause we don't have anyone like that. We don't have a leader like that. I would take him because I think he would be an upgrade on everything we have. But if we're gonna go down that route, and if we're gonna pay, it depends how much he wants, then I would probably go. If it's a big amount, then I would go in a different direction. But if it's a good amount, modest amount, which I doubt, because Bayern Munich want him. There's a lot of teams that want him. Juventus, some of the big clubs in Spain want him. So it's not going to be easy to get him. But yeah, if the price is right and he wants to come, yeah, 100% I'll take him. Yeah.
Then yeah, what it become one of those opportunistic signings. A good one though. Let's see. Tabejo doesn't like him. We'll play on Saturday. Tabejo first game of the weekend. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. What about Tosin? He was 27 by the time Chelsea signed him.
26, yeah.
Came on, but he was a free agent. So the fact that
Correct.
we'll be signing Jonathan Tah as a free agent, maybe that's the reason why we're serious about signing him. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes and the likes to go along with from Diaz to Tah. Yo, Chelsea. Let's see what else we have here. I see us going all out. I see Chelsea going all out for Thomas Araujo. Don't say I didn't say that. It's a possibility, and we've heard from Transfer Guru himself that he's a player that we appreciate a lot. I think probably the club, if the opportunity comes, if Jonathan Tah agrees to join, I think they'd rather go for him, except if we be selling maybe two of our current CBs, then yeah, Araujo will come in. And we did compare. Did we do a comparison? It wasn't. It was the Bournemouth defender that we compared to our current defenders, and it turns out our defenders are actually, in my opinion, better than him. Just saying hello to you, Jonathan. Tah will prove that Dante wrong. You guys watch. If he joins us, let him join us first. Then come prove that wrong. Anything else to read here? Nothing more. So let's do the comparison. I'm gonna go back to this window. So we go here. Where's that window? Did I close it? What in the freaking what is this? Okay, there you go.
And just with this Thomas Araujo as well. Look, he's young. He's 22, so obviously he's quite young. Look,
yeah,
he's a good
you'd rather
defender.
him than Tah?
No, I wouldn't. No. For one specific reason, and that is obviously the price is gonna be massive, but also he plays for Benfica there, and they don't do much defending. Coach, they've got like 70% of the possession in most of their games. Like, yeah, sometimes I look at these players, and when I see that they've played, at least Tah has played for Leverkusen, one of the top team, but much tougher in Germany. They went on that amazing run, very tight defense, played really well. Very good international as well, obviously. Araujo, yeah, he's young, looks good, but it's hard to tell in those teams because the way they defend, and they don't do that much defending, to be honest. So you got to probably look at him more when he plays, in the Champions League or those competitions, how they perform. But otherwise, in the league, it's very hard to get anything from the league against some of those weaker teams they play.
Yeah, let's compare him with Tosin Adarabioyo. Let's go. 20. Let's go 20. Why they don't have Tosin for 24-25? They have him for 22, 23, 23, 24. Okay, let's go 22. Let's go 23, 24. Compared to Tosin is on red. So Tosin is better aerially. Ball
Course, yeah.
carrying Tosin is better. Passes, probably this is just volume. Yeah, passes in terms of volume. I believe that's the case because it doesn't say anything close before or after it. Okay. Passes the volume of passes are a lot more than not a lot more than Tosin. Forward passes Tosin Jonathan a lot more. Okay, progressive passes Tosin more. Tosin breaks the line, so that's not surprises there. Dues percentage one. He was one more than Tosin, but you can say they're pretty much the same level. What do you think?
Look, there's not too much in those lines, the way they're drawn. It's not too much. Very difference actually.
The disparity between how they,
it looks big, but it's very, very tiny. It's pretty much identical. So, yeah, look, there's not too much between them, and they are a very similar type of player to me. They play very similar. Like I said, more cool, calm head, cool.
I would say Tosin is the more intelligent player of the two, maybe. Maybe Tar maybe more physical than Tosin.
Tar more stronger, not much more stronger, more physical, definitely 100%. A little bit taller, I think, still Tosin. But yeah, they're both very similar. Like I said, look, Tar would take. He's a leader. Like I said, he's got that experience. He's played in good teams. He's played in teams that are not. He's got that experience. It just depends, if we're gonna go for that type of signing again, and how long we're prepared to give him. Because let's not forget, we don't. Depends on the size of the contract as well. I don't see us giving him we don't really give players over 30 deals. It was like a 1 year rule. We had that rule. So I don't know if that's still in place because he's going to be basically 29, and you can't give him a 4 or 5 year deal, can you? How are you going to give him a 4 or 5 year deal at 29?
No, we're not going to do that. Probably at most 2 years.
Yeah, and that could be the problem. Yeah, so that could be a problem. Would he accept a 2 year? I don't see a player like that accepting a 2 year contract anywhere. He would go for the longest contract available possible.
Okay, who else should we compare him with? Let's do who? Colwell. See if it makes sense. Yeah, well, let's go 24-25. It doesn't age is nothing really. Let's see. So Colwell beats him progressive passes. Dues won. Colwell beats him in that. Colwell also beats him in defensive actions. But he beats Colwell in passes, the volume of passes, forward passes. Wow. Ball carrying, he beats Colwell.
Yeah.
And Ariel's one percentage of success.
And that's why you see why we're probably looking at him, coach, because he's a ball playing big defender that sits back, calm, relaxed. Obviously, Maresca likes that because he would be a central guy that would sit in the middle of the three, and he would be controlling the ball, all the passing at the back. I think that's why we're looking at him as well. That he suits the system that Maresca wants quite well.
It makes sense, but here's the thing. If it's not, again, he's not that much better than Colwell. Colwell defensively better than him. Progressive passes better than him.
And that's because Colwell steps out and does those challenges like Fofana does. And that's why that stat is higher up. Like I said, Jonathan Fofana sits back and just watches. And then if he really needs to, the last moment, he'll get involved.
He's more like the leader that doesn't do much. You could say commands the defensive line.
Commands everything, directs everyone around. Yeah. Exactly, yes.
All right, let's do Fofana. Let's see how he compares to Fofana.
And we can't say he hasn't worked because it's worked wonders at Leverkusen, yeah? He's led that team to an unbeaten season, so basically. So, look, it works. He does it. He does it very well. But he's got good defenders around him there as well, and the system they play is a little bit different. So you also got to
Yeah,
take that into
volume of
consideration.
games with Fofana, minutes played, not bad really. The disparity between the minutes Jonathan has played in the 24-25 season isn't not too. The disparity isn't too bad. Not a yawning gap in my opinion. So I think he
Couple of
he
games, yeah.
he mops the floor with Fofana. Fofana only beats him in ball carrying.
Carrying.
That's his thing. We know that really.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
ball
his thing.
carrying
That's his
is his
thing.
thing. We know he's not that into. He doesn't pass too much. But Fofana definitely quicker, and Fofana probably, in my opinion, more physical, more aggressive. Maybe I think more aggressive will be uh the more correct language to
More
use
aggressive,
there.
not more physical. No,
They're
Tars
not more
much more
physical. Yeah,
physical.
more
Yeah,
aggressive.
yeah.
Defensive actions for Fofana more. So it looks like it's exactly just what you said. What's his name? Jonathan Tah, not really the best defensively, but there are other things he does very well that helps, like commanding the back line. His cool head that doesn't panic under pressure. I think if it wasn't for the fact we're looking for leadership and experience, I'd say just don't sign him, in my opinion. But I get it. He envelopes Fofana with in terms of aspects where he's better than Fofana. Mm, okay. Let's see how he compares to Badia Shile. We've always known Badia Shile, what's his name? Fofana passing isn't his thing, really.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you just gotta look at, so like I was saying, the difference between Premier League and even some of the German. They just
Mhm.
recently played Liverpool, right? Leverkusen. So they recently played. He was playing in the central back position. He's the central in the back three, because they play with two wing backs and three at the back. Yeah, that he got pretty outshot. He got really exposed against the game. They lost 4-0 against Liverpool a couple of weeks last week or a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember when exactly. Yeah, he got really exposed because I was watching a bit of that game, and yeah, they ripped him apart at the back. How? With speed and movement, and yeah, that's how they got done at the back.
Yeah, you're saying he's one of those defenders that turns like a trailer.
He is. He's a big guy. He's a very big guy, very heavy, very yeah. He's a big guy, and that's probably the only thing that I think you got to have the right guys around him. But yeah, really got exposed against that Liverpool when teams come at them, and they're not the ones that going at teams. He got really exposed, and yeah, the speed, he got turned a couple of times. I remember got past very easy past him, and yeah, it was 4-0. They absolutely demolished them. So yeah, and that's when I saw that. That's why I said it earlier at the start when I said the difference. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if he'll suit the Premier League as well. Look, it'll probably take him some time to adjust because obviously the pace is very different, and probably that's why as well it will take time. But do we really need someone like that? I wouldn't probably get him, in my opinion. I would go for someone. Well, you know who I would go for, but if I'm going to pay much money and a bigger salary, I would go for someone that will suit that style very well as well.
Yeah, I do. Thank you so much for that. After that, we're gonna. Who else do we have? Any other defender to compare him with? I don't. Disasi probably he has. I don't think it makes sense to compare him with Disasi, but we'll just do it
No,
anyway
Buddy
for the
Shield
sake of.
maybe, coach. Better Shield's more slower, a bit more slower, like him. Sort of, doesn't go down on the floor,
Yeah,
which
and
kind
that's
of
Badia Sheila with him, pretty much the same. That's him. That's Badia Sheila, the red spider there,
yeah.
the red web there. Badia
There you go,
Sheila, they're pretty much the same, except where the disparity you could say is
Ariel.
yawning is an aerial percentage.
So that tells you how he moves. That shows you that he moves exactly like Buddy Shield, slower, just around, sort of doesn't go to ground. Yeah, he's that type of player. Look, will he be effective? I don't know, but from what I saw against Liverpool,
The
very
leadership and
uneffective.
the experience he brings, but I'd rather we keep Tosin, give him more game time because Tosin for me, uh, yeah, they're pretty much the same. And
And
what area did
yeah,
Tosin beat him? I think progressive passes and all that.
progressive passing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, coach, if he wasn't 29, you know, maybe if it was like 26 or 27, maybe, but at 29, Well, he's not going to be that long with the team, to be honest, because they're not, like I said, they're not going to give him like a 4-year contract or something like that. So then is it really worth bringing in someone like that short term? I would rather sign someone that's going to be there a bit longer term, that fits in with the culture, with the guys, more their age, more that sort of profile.
Yeah. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We will catch up with what we have in the chat and then go back to compare. We'll compare him to Disasi. Let's just complete it. To see who's performed better this season. Maybe probably we're not going to see anything for Disasi this season, but last season, but it still should give us an idea with regards to which of the players is better than the other. So where are we at right now? Give me a second. Let's catch up with what we have. We were okay, we've addressed this, I think. I'm serious to Bejo Thomas Araujo must impress us. Maya, it is time to watch Benfica. Looks like, okay, they're having a good conversation there. And Jabulani Nzomalo, nice to see you. Nzomalo. I'm not sure which is correct. All right. Hi, Coach and Blues family. For your backline, Chelsea must sign Hein, the central defender of Sweden. It looks like you watched him play. Was it yesterday when? I don't know him really that well. I don't even know him at all, I have to be honest. Bring back Leslie January to cover for Lavia. We'll see what happens there. Leslie probably will go out on loan to Strasbourg while Andreas Santos joins the team. Liverpool cooked them. Okay, yes, this is slow. Yes, he is slow. That's your issue with him. I mean, his experience. If you know that he's slow, the manager should be able to find a way to conduct that issue, or maybe mask that issue if that's the language you prefer. Anything else? Hey, keep dropping the likes. Up front, we must sign Gyökeres now in January. We'll get to that in a bit. Relax. Big up to you too, Ty. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Up big, so to speak. I do hope you're doing well. What else we have here? The Sassi gone in January, in my opinion, if we're getting another CB. I think, yeah, we knew immediately after the arrival of Enzo Maresca that, yeah, he'd be one of those players that will be sold eventually. I liked him, but up close, I started seeing a lot more, realizing that he panics easily under the slightest of pressures. Good afternoon, Kuchila. Good afternoon to you too, DJ. Soup. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. What am I
Yeah, and
looking
big up
for?
to Ty as well. Hopefully he's doing.
What did you say?
I said big up to Ty. Hopefully he's doing well, my hospital buddy. Hopefully
he's
doing
still
well.
out injured. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Ty. Sorry that I haven't reached out to you. Know how busy I am this period, but I do hope you're recovering very well, and I'll still reach out. Let's see what else we have here. Compare Jonathan and Thomas Araujo. Okay, I'll do that in a bit. Give me 1 second here. Let's do that. Anything else? Big up to you too, Eddie Love for Blue. My bro, sorry that I haven't reached out. I actually don't even remember the dates for the burial ceremony of your dad, but I hope you're coping with his passing. You and your family are coping with his family. With his passing. I hope to speak with you very soon. I did send you a message, I think, with a question that I didn't get a response from you, but that's by the way. I hope you're doing well, my bro. Always nice to see you. Even at that, you were still busy sending me updates. And I was saying to myself, you just need to concentrate and get done with what led to you traveling. But always nice to see you, bro. I do hope you're doing well. KDH has been voted the worst signing in the Todd Boehly era so far. I get that argument. I'm not going to get into it. There are, you could say, solid reasons that justify why he hasn't performed at the highest level, in my opinion.
Did Bobby vote for that one?
Sorry?
Did Bobby vote for that one?
Bobby probably voted 10 times, if you ask me. Raheem Sterling is the worst useless signing, not KDH, in my opinion, because he's new here. The Sassy next one, wow. Let's see. Big up DJ, nice to see you. We need a world-class keeper. We need to get rid of Sanchez. I think Jorgensen will get that, but he's still very young. I don't know why managers usually don't respect young goalkeepers that much. Chelsea should sign Gyökeres in January, no hesitation. I don't care if it's a striker. We need a goal like what Diego Costa was, a goal machine like what Diego Costa was with us. I mean, let's see what happens. I will take Gift Orban because of the Lyon situation. Yeah, see the situation right there. KDH was a pointless signing. Whoever signed him deserved to be sacked. I think they didn't just go for him. I think the manager called for him to be signed. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go along with anything. Let's gift Orban to Chelsea. I don't know. I don't know him that well to say. I know he's Nigerian, but do I want us to sign him? I'd say no. I would think we have too many players. That's because he's more of a hybrid number 9. Let's see what else we have here. Get rid of Sterling, okay. And do what? All right, let's try and keep the topics aligned, please. Switching between topics can be tiring, please. If you're a paid member, Ty, I hope you're feeling better. Yes, Ty, we're praying for you. I hope you're recovering well. Let's see. Yeah, that's one of the promises to the paid members, that you get to ask a question, and irrespective of the topic we're discussing, we discuss your contribution. I hope this has to leave. I don't want him anymore. Wow. Both me and Bobby voted on that one. I'm quite sure you voted 10,000 times, DJ. Yeah. Bobby will vote 5 million times if it is possible. And I know that. No jokes. KDH has been at Chelsea for 3 months. Give him at least a season. Exactly. I would say this is a delicious comment of the day, really.
And he hasn't even played in his position for Chelsea yet. So, yeah.
DJ, be fair. Otherwise, look, DJ, getting into heaven is already difficult. And if you're not being nice to the players, you're not gonna say, they're not gonna allow you in. Chelsea should sign Kobo from Dortmund. Okay. Dante, he's saying big up to you. He hates me. You see how he says it. Big up to Bale, big up Dante. Yeah, no big up to coach. It's okay, I understand. Gift Orban to Chelsea would be perfect. I will send Gui out on loan. It's up to the manager to decide. So it looks like I'm gonna scroll to the very bottom. Get well soon, Ty, more importantly. KDH will be going to Aston Villa. That's just rumors. I don't think it's going anywhere. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes to go a long way. That is just your opinion, really. Rather Carney play. Yeah, you and Bobby the same thing. You think I don't know? You and Bobby.
Maresca doesn't see it that way, though.
Yeah, Maresca doesn't see it that way. And his thing, even if in fact Maresca was the one that pushed for the club to sign him, he's not going to go anywhere. And he likes him as a player. Yeah, and I think eventually he'll become one of his most important players at Chelsea. Only a matter of time. And Rich Money Makers! Nice to see you, Rich Money Makers. Speedy recovery to my 2 and C. Dante, okay, 3R, Legend Ty. I have setback in my illness, but I will be trying to give you all Chelsea news I can give you from my sick resources. I repeat, there will be loads of games for all the players to play, big meetings and sponsors next week. It's everybody's injured. I still I have neck issue. It's much better, just slight pain. It's nothing beyond the tissue. So yeah, that's why probably I'm recovering quicker. Dante went on the knife. And Ty's situation is not well. I don't have the permission to speak about that here. So yeah, but we'll get better. But thank you for recognizing. Let's see what else we have here. Chelsea Sessions. No, he's not disrespecting. I'm just kidding anyway. So let's see what else we have here. By the way, no hate to KDH. I said I don't hate on my players in general. Just don't rate KDH. Just remove the R, change this to H. You hate him. It's really that simple. So we're going to go back to the presentation window. Go ahead, Dante. Were you saying something?
Yeah, it's KD hate. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, KD hate. You do hate him. Yeah. Uh, what else do we have here? Let's keep going. We've compared the two players there. We're still going to compare. Okay, at the moment, Chelsea are not entertaining any talks with any clubs for Christopher Nkunku. We did discuss that a few days ago, and I told people the rumors were seen not even from Manchester United, from Manchester United's perspective, but not really from them. They don't want him. It just doesn't. It's a signing that wouldn't make sense to them. Even PSG, yeah, they appreciate his profile, the way he plays, and the fact that he's a product of their academy. Correct me if I'm wrong. They would want him, but they at the moment nothing specifically said. Yeah, they want to sign him. If it maybe if the maybe they're sending the message, you can say putting that out there to test the waters. And the what is yes, and I'm going to tell you what I believe is most likely. What is most likely? Him finding a way to tell Chelsea, if I don't play, I'm going to leave. And I did tell people we haven't heard anything from Chelsea's perspective. And now there you go. For Fabrizio Romano to be saying this, it simply means that we're not looking to sell him. And as Rich Moneymakers told us, was it 2 days ago? His close contacts, what's the language he uses whenever he talks about it? Told him that Chris is not going anywhere. There will be a lot of game times for all of them. Dante, anything else you want to say about Christopher Nkunku's Chelsea future?
Exactly what I was saying as well. It's just the agents doing their jobs. It's nothing to do with the players not going anywhere. Nothing's going to happen. He's going to get a lot of games coming up very soon, and he'll have his chance. And if he takes that chance, he'll stay he'll stay number one if he takes that chance. So he's got his very soon. He's going to be able to prove himself and show that he deserves to have that number one. To be the first choice striker, basically.
Yeah, and if you know Ty, he's just kidding. You should know that. Wow, we're a really injury FC Dante Ty and Godzilla with injuries. We have a long history of injuries. If we have to accommodate everybody. I hope also one of our members here, one of our he's the most respected members, an OG in Glenn. If you prefer, he's also nursing an injury, and hopefully he's recovering, dealing with it again because we, as a unit, we love him and we're praying for him. Let's see what else we have here. Question two, and Legend C Dante, what are your thoughts on KD? Okay, let's hear you, Dante. That question is for you.
Yeah, look, like Coach was saying, he definitely Maresca wanted him to come with him, and he's here for a reason. He's going to play eventually. He's still going to play, obviously, in the Conference League quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him going anywhere. I don't know if those reports are true. I don't think they are. I don't see him. He's not the type of guy that would just leave after a couple of months, basically 3 months. He's not that type of guy. You can see he's a very hard worker. He's always posting pictures. He's working hard in the gym, doing all the
Wait,
right
wait,
things.
wait. How is him posting his pictures relevant?
No, he likes to show because I see it all the time. He pops
No,
up.
no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
posting. I'm being disingenuous there. You said posting his picture of himself training. Um,
after he's finished training, yeah, like he's
yeah.
all the type of photos you like, Coach, with the balls in his hand and he's all wet. Those type of photos. Um, yeah, so he's
You're
a he's a
definitely
he's a
going there.
professional. He likes to show that, and he does show that. Like I said, he shows that quite a lot. He's proud of that. So I don't see him being the one. He's going to work hard, and he's going to get his chance eventually because there will be chances. It's a long season. There's going to be injuries, suspensions, a lot of things, and we haven't seen him play in his position at all yet. That he scored so many goals and assisted so many times in the Championship of Leicester, one of the best players that season. He hasn't played there yet in his position at Chelsea. There's just no room because we've got Palmer there. We've got Palmer, you've got Felix there. It's a bit hard for him to, in that sense. In the Conference League, he's had a couple of really good games. Then he had a couple of more average games, but he was playing right wing and left wing. And yeah, look, completely out of position. So I can still see there. He's a technical player. I still see he's got it. He's got what he takes, and I think he just needs a bit more sort of time. But he looks better and better every time I've seen him. He's settling in better. He's passing the ball around better. He's more comfortable. He's obviously knows the players much better now. So I think he's fine, and I think he'll just get slowly better.
Yeah, it might take him time, but he's gonna shock a lot of people. There's a good player in there, really. Yeah, yep. Type. I think he was joking. We have our own language that we speak, and Nkunku going nowhere. Yep, I know that. And Nkunku United, no deal. Certainly, I want to see Nkunku at Camp. No, I don't want to see him there. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to
don't
see
either.
him there.
No.
Yeah. I am disappointed. Okay. Have you ever been yep, a lot. Broken wrist, broken toe, broken pinky finger, a lot. Yep. Okay, let's see. Demonat is saying people thinking Nkunku is leaving in January is laughable. Jackson will be gone, and the only striker will be Mark Gui. So this is another sensible comment here, and it deserves an applause. It makes sense. Listen, even if Chelsea wants to sell Nkunku, it's not going to be in January. It's just common sense. It will not be in January for reasons this brother has explained right now. Nkunku will stay, and this is one of the delicious comments of the day. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. He's gonna have like 5 games.
Dante is disappointed that the system is responding effectively today. And shockingly, your internet signal is just excellent, man.
It's
Wow.
right up there.
All right, thank you. I like that particular comment. No jokes. There will be players leaving in January, but I don't think it will be any of our attacking players in our attacking area. Yeah, County Chukwuemeka probably on loan. We'll be leaving in January. Not one of them. KDH will be here. Either Bada or the CSC Bada Sheila stays. Do you forget? Have you forgotten? I think a brief from the club saying he stays. There's a talent in there. But the see at his age and the sort of mistakes he makes under pressure, he's probably leaving. Cherwell, definitely. And possibly a loan for Mark Gui. Yeah, that's a possible. Definitely, actually. A loan for Mark Gui. According to Meka will leave either a loan or something. Is AFCON in January? I don't know when the next edition. I think so.
Yes.
In January, yeah. So Jackson will leave. So, yeah. So that qualifies for a delicious comment, really. I don't want to talk to you. Just leave me alone. And once again, if today is your birthday, or if you have a sibling who's celebrating his or her birthday, or co-worker, let us know. We can shout them out with balloon and fireworks. KDH is posting pics of cleaning Cardi shoes like he did for Kante. Just go away. What is Nkunku's best position? Second striker or as a striker, but again, the application must be hybrid. Otherwise, it's going to be useless. Yeah, he can also play on either flanks, but more if Nkunku will be more effective if he plays as a second striker or as a as a number 9, but application hybrid. Let's hear you, Dante.
Yeah, look, his best has always been as a second striker. He always had a bigger guy striker in front of him, a proper number 9, and he played off him. And that's what his best position. That's where he scored his most of his goals. So yeah, we don't have that type of striker. Can he play with Jackson like that? I think he probably can play with Jackson like that. But yeah, in against low block teams, yeah, that'll be pretty hard to do that. But look, 100% second striker, that's by far his best position. He can do a bit of striker hybrid number 9 by himself. He can do that, no problem. He can definitely do that part.
But
Left, right.
To get the best out of him as a number 9, it had to be a hybrid approach because you'd be wasting his talent if all he does is just run into the box and wait for the ball.
Yeah, and he's not a creator. He doesn't create much, as in for others.
No, he doesn't create much.
For
I'd
himself,
rather
he creates.
see Felix in the number 10 position than him.
Yeah, he creates for himself very well, but he's not a creator for others. So that's why the cam position doesn't really suit him as much, in my opinion.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Maybe because when coach, I don't want to read that. Let's concentrate on the show. Here's more. He's more effective in the middle. Yeah, central, but as number 9 or as a second striker. The Sassy is gone. I think so. Ita Kuchila was experiencing an earthquake. Why did that sound like a building shaking before the drum? Wow. He can play Cam also, but not where he's going to be most. If he plays as Cam, where the application will be more like that of a second striker, so it wouldn't make sense just second striker in my opinion. Big up to you too, Ravi. Nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well, and thank you for joining us, Kachila. So your equipment is working full on, yeah, because I changed my password. You're not able to hack me and and mess it up. DJ, nice to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what else we have here. Today is my grandmother's 58th birthday. She's so young. Okay, let's celebrate her. Thank you for telling us that. Ty, what's her name? But I'm just gonna say happy birthday to Ty's grandmother. Let's celebrate her with how many falling hearts? Let's see. Balloon. We do falling hearts too because Ty loves her. All right, Ty, happy 58th birthday to your grandmother.
Yeah, happy birthday to her, Ty. She is very young.
Yeah.
Yeah, 58. That
Yeah,
is young.
really young. 58 is young. Tell her, yeah, we celebrate. We're celebrating. We did celebrate with her. We did celebrate her, maybe. Okay, yeah. Nkunku, yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Yeah, we need to move Palmer to right wing and Nkunku in the 10. We can use 2 10s. I'd rather Joao Felix in the 10 position. Palmer and Nkunku should play together. If Joao Felix and if Joao Felix, what's his name? Uh, uh, eh, eh, if Palmer and Nkunku and Joao Felix clicks, that would be, you could say, it will be something special in my opinion. Question: where did you feel that Chelsea lack when creating at the score goes? Dante, I'll throw that one at you.
Where do we lack when creating to score goals? Where do we lack? Well, look, we've created quite a lot of chances. Not lately, not the way we've been playing a bit more defensive lately, for certain reasons we've spoken about. But yeah, it's just, I think it's just putting the right players in at the right time. So, like I was saying, Jackson not to play against low blocks because he's very ineffective. Nkunku should probably play those. But Jackson definitely to play against the teams that are a bit more open and play more attacking. He definitely suits that way better. So look, we've been creating chances, not as many, but I think you're going to start seeing that again now. I think we're going to be more attacking after this international break, especially against like Leicester coming up, for example. I think you're going to see a much more attacking lineup, and you're going to see us create back before that sort of run we had with the 2 defensive midfielders. I don't think you'll see those in the Leicester game. I think it'll be a much more attacking lineup, and hence we'll create a lot more chances.
There you go. Thank you so much for answering that. I'm glad you're here. Yep. Happy birthday to your grandma Ty, and thank you for sharing that with us. Palmer should start on the right wing against the big teams due to how physical they are. Do you think that is a delicious comment? Not really. No.
Nope.
That's a suggestion. I'm sorry. Enjoy your weekend, folks. After church, need to cool off from the H place. Yeah, you live there, so go cool off. Happy birthday to your grandma Ty. More life, and thank you for sharing that with us. And Julius Amor, my bro, thank you for joining us. It's been a minute. I do hope you're doing well, and hopefully your absence simply means that you've been busy. If that's the case, I'm happy for you because bills don't pay themselves. Osimhen and Gyokeres, who is a box dominant. Who's a box dominance striker? In my humble opinion, the profile of striker that Chelsea currently lacks is one who is a box dominant. Who is box dominant? Let's hear you, Dante. Your opinion. I think no, we're not looking for a striker who'd be just on you can say a box player. We need a striker that's capable of dropping deep, participating in the play. Kane would be a perfect signing for us, but that's never going to happen. That with that again, Osimhen's overall, you can say, profile, his all round profile. In my, I'm not sure how where else to phrase that more correctly. Is the reason I don't think is the most suitable for our manager. Yep, he's again he'd be in the box if the ball comes for him. Majority of the times he'd put it away, but in terms of dropping deep, participating in the play, being a creator for his teammates, playing or on the flanks or on either flanks, left or right, I don't think that's his thing really. And he's played as a traditional number 9 all his life. Since you can say since he emerged as you can say as a global name, for lack of a more specific way to get that point across. And again, how much would pay for him, and the fact that if he joins Chelsea, the case may well be him playing in certain games and not in every game. And after paying that much money for him, he's not going to be happy. He will want to come to Chelsea and be playing week in, week out. And if the manager decides he wants him in certain games only, I think it'd be an issue. And if he starts, given that the manager's approach is not a case of us channeling all our goal scoring chances through a single individual, he's not going to come anywhere close to measuring his best season at Napoli. And the Chelsea fans would turn on him, without even paying attention to the manager's preferred approach, to the fact that we play with a system where the goals are shared with a lot of players in that attacking area. But that's just my opinion anyway. Let's hear how Dante responds to that beautiful question of yours.
Yeah, look, out of those two, probably Osimhen is a bit more box dominant. He plays more in the box.
But is
Gyökeres
that really
plays
what
there
we're
as
looking
well.
for? That's one thing I want to hear from you too.
No, not quite exactly. I think you need someone that can do that, but also do the other stuff, like you said as well. So I think that would be ideal, and probably Gyökeres fits that mold better. He can do that. He runs from outside. He plays in. He's good in the box, in the air. He's an all-round striker, basically. He does a bit of everything. Goes out wide, comes back in, can drop deep, link up with the play, can get the headers, be box dominant. He's one of those that's an all round complete sort of striker at the moment. There's not too many of those around. So yeah, he's proving himself again. Like I kept saying, we need to see this season if he backs it up, and so far he has. So look, he would be the ideal signing, I think. Gyökeres, if we can somehow snatch him from everyone in January, that'll be amazing. But look, I still wouldn't probably say no to Osimhen if there's no other options. I wouldn't say no to him either because I think he can still be useful, but it's the
Look,
problems.
if we sign Osimhen,
Yeah,
it means that the manager he agrees.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think would sign a check without him saying, "Yeah, I can make adjustment to accommodate him."
Correct. Yeah, yeah. And like you said, if Osman signs, he wants to play every week and be the main guy because that's the type of player he is. That's his attitude. And that's the only other problem. That's the big problem there. So if he would accept that, and how do we adjust to that as well? So yeah, it's a tough one, but definitely Gyökeres would be the perfect sort of at the moment how we play and how we want to play because he can do it all. Osimhen, some of those areas, like you said, when dropping deep and having to run out of the box quite a lot and drop deep and run into a lot of space, not really his thing. He can do it, but not as much as we do it. So yeah, he wouldn't play every week. I don't think Osimhen. He would play, but he wouldn't play every week. Jackson would be preferred to him in a lot of games. I think he would accept that.
Yeah, and which means probably we're definitely not signing him. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think as well. I don't know. Look, the obviously the saga with signing him to the last minute, we still don't know 100% exactly what happened there, if it's true or not. So yeah, we'll find out more in January, obviously. But I just don't see us signing him, to be honest. I don't see unless, like I said, he accepts everything, then yeah, we can. But otherwise, I don't see him signing. No.
I think eventually he'd end up in Saudi Arabia. That's my opinion. I did see a particular report suggesting that Galatasaray, they're planning to sign him at the end of the season. Yeah.
They won't afford him, coach. They can't afford him to buy.
Yeah,
They can't pay
I
that
don't
much
think they
money
can. Yeah,
to.
I don't think they can.
They don't have that
Vic
money
is
to pay
saying,
for.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
They don't have that money to pay for Osimhen. They can't pay 100 million, 80 million. They don't buy players like that. Galatasaray.
Yeah, and when once we get through with what we have in the chat, we'll go back. We use data MB to compare Osimhen numbers to that of Viktor Gyokeres to see who's performed consistently for a few years, not just 24-25. We'll go 23, 24, 22, 23. We'll go back 5 years, maybe, or 4. And Vic is saying, I don't know how Nkunku will fit into Maresca's team. I said it in the summer. The coach then said, he will try him in different positions, but nothing has happened. I'm not sure how to answer how to respond to this particular question. Nkunku does have a place in this team. It's up to the manager adjusting the system to accommodate him, and he can actually fulfill the number 9 role. And I'd argue when we play against teams that defend deep, I think it's been more productive for us than Jackson, who in most cases he needs spaces to be as effective as he can be. He does. Nkunku can find solutions in tight spaces more than Jackson can, and Nkunku can be physical too. Yeah, he's one of our best finishers. So I'm not sure what's going on, but now you're making me, you say, to believe that, yeah, maybe he doesn't really fit, but I think he does. I think the manager's just waiting. And let's hear, Dante, let's get your 2 cents on this comment.
Yeah, I can't remember him saying he's going to time in different positions, but he said he's going to obviously try to, obviously game time. But yeah, look, I think you probably need a little bit more time, but I think, yeah, Maresca, obviously we don't see everything in training and everything, everything that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he definitely should have got a little bit more time. Like I kept saying, against the low block teams where Jackson was ineffective, he probably shouldn't be playing in those. Or if he come off really early, if he's not doing anything, and he didn't. A couple of them he came off a little bit earlier, but most of them he didn't. So yeah, look, I don't know why he hasn't played a little bit more. Let's not forget he was out all year last year with a massive injury. Maybe where they're trying to, you're playing in the Conference League during the week. We don't want to play as well, to play too much. Obviously, they're probably managing him as well, a little bit. We don't know if they are or not. But like I keep saying, from now on, after these first 10 games, now we're going to see a lot more of Nkunku because the games are going to come thick and fast, and Jackson will not be available because he will get suspended because he's got one more yellow to go, and he'll be. And then AFCON, 4 to 5 games minimum. That's Premier League only. With other competitions, that's more games. So yeah, his time will come now to prove himself. 100, he'll get his chance.
He will get his chance. I don't think categorically that he doesn't suit the manager's approach. I think it's just the manager maybe waiting for him to reach a certain level of fitness, maybe. I'm not sure how I
Yeah,
should
look,
see it.
because like he's got if people look at stats, right, they're going to say, oh, he should be playing, he should be our first striker. But those stats are deceiving because a lot of, especially the last few games, he hasn't played well. He scored because we played the conference pretty bad average teams and he scored. But he hasn't played that well. He didn't play that well. He was wasting chance. Play well. He didn't look very good. Even better, he didn't look that good. He was a bit, off it. He was a bit so he didn't look his body. He didn't look that good, even though his stats show that he's, is our top scorer basically. So, and that's just because of the game time he got in the Conference League. A lot of goals, some penalties and just some easy sort of tap ins and blah blah. Stats good. Like I said, it's been first game, this little part of the season. From now on, he's going to be involved, I think, much more heavily. So you just have to see. And if he's not till January, then we know that there's really some problems behind the scenes. Coach not happy. Someone's not happy. Something's not right. And then I think that's the case. I think we'll see from now on him.
Yep. Your connection goes back to the Walmart level again. Yeah, Maya. Yeah, I don't think he's even close to Cole Palmer in terms of his creativity. Yeah, we all do hate international break. No time, no see. Yep, Julius, no time, no see, brother. Don't need to be right wing. We have Pedro Neto. Yeah, I agree. Marlon Sanjus, you're very correct. Sanjus or Sanjus, I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly. You're very correct, and I like that. And that's actually yep, that's a delicious comment right there, and I like it. Where are these guys? Yeah, I need to see all of them. Okay, we'll go to that. Yeah, I do like that comment. But I'll try and celebrate you next time. Let's see what else we have here. Once Sanchez back, Nani will find himself on the bench, and yeah, we'll see what happens. And we're talking about Osimhen right now. Osimhen more likely than Gyökeres in January. Gyökeres will be summer, however, to many clubs want him. I think he may well leave Sporting in January, but we'll find out. Right now, I'm not too sure. Bro, imagine we have CP right wing, Neto um, left wing, and Nkunku Cam. Nkunku Cam, no. I'd rather Joao Felix. Nkunku is not that creative, in my opinion. I wouldn't play him in a 10. He's more of a finisher than he is a creator. Joao Felix, in my opinion, more of a creator than he is a finisher, in my opinion. Well, let's see. Madeke needs to, yeah, he needs to taste the bench a bit. I don't know why he's telling us he had to walk down walk down the tunnel because he wanted to go use the bathroom. So if he wasn't subbed out, was he gonna crap on his pants? So, I'm not sure what to make of that. We lack, according to Zumalo says, and we lack Gyökeres to be lethal up front. Osimhen is good, but he is too expensive. Hence, Gyökeres is the perfect solution for our upswing. And how much do you think Gyökeres will go for? Probably will end up being more expensive than Osimhen, in my opinion. Chelsea have this issue where their fans love to place verdicts on players early. Cuckoo, for example, he struggled and he was poor in various areas. Look at him now. We need to stop writing of players. Probably that's not going to change anything. And we're hearing that Chelsea actually wanted to go for a left back, and Maresca told them, no, 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 not while Cucurella is here. But yeah, I think usually it's lack of understanding of the player and the factors surrounding how they are performing at a certain time. That's one of the main reasons why people write off players quickly. And for Chelsea fans, I think we have a culture where it takes a single game for the fans to say, yeah, he's crap, sell him. Yeah, I don't know if you have anything to add to that, Dante, or should we move on so that we can get to comparing
Yeah,
Gyökeres with
move on,
Victor Osimhen?
coach. Exactly what
Yeah,
you
okay.
said. 100%. Move on.
Yeah, I can see us calling Leslie back in January. Leslie comes back, goes to Strasbourg. Andrea Santos comes back home. That's what's most likely it's going to happen. I saw that Nemanja. The article stands is stated that Napoli are willing to sell him to us in January if an offer of 16 million plus. If they get that, yep, they don't want his trouble again. And I have a feeling Pep will sign Sterling back because City's struggling. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Stalin didn't leave on good terms. Yeah, Gundogan left on good terms. They didn't fight, right? But in terms of Stalin, you could say it was nearly a fight. He wanted a lot more money than they can offer at the time. I wouldn't say it was a fight, but you could say it was more like a breakup than in the case of Gundogan. Gundogan left with Pep's blessings, in my opinion. Yep, and plus it was Barca that wanted him, and Pep didn't hesitate. Facts, just responding to Ty. If you're interested in knowing more about Viktor Gyökeres, Chelsea sessions have you covered. Check out that video. Ty has shared the link, his profile. It will explain how he applies himself on the pitch and all that. Go check it out. That, as you can see there. Let's see what else we have here. What we are going to try is to try to have players that they can play in different positions. That's the way I see the football. And that also, I get it, you're talking about Nkunku right now. That highlights the fact that I don't think we really wanted Osimhen the time we were going after him. That's the way I see the football, and also that's the way I like to walk. That this is telling, really. I remember this, and this is telling. That tells you that Osimhen isn't Maresca's, you could say, type of number 9. Yeah, so that's a response to you. I think Maresca did say that. Probably you didn't remember. As I said, this kind of players for me, they can play winger, they can play attacking midfielder, they can play number 9, they can play in different positions. Maresca, yeah, that's very correct. I remember. So don't worry. When asked what specific role he sees in Nkunku at Chelsea, Enzo Maresca said he can play everywhere. he, he can play
Yeah,
everywhere.
everywhere. Could
Um,
play goalkeeper, defense, everywhere.
Yep. Big up to you too, GFC. Gobert! Nice to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. 29 likes. We can do a lot better. 67 people following the show, 26 on YouTube, the rest on X. And if you're following the show on X, we do appreciate you. But please do us a favor, take a second, drop a like on the stream, and also Juices follow our X account to help us reach 5,000 followers. And on YouTube, we're getting closer to 24,000 subscribers. You can help us get that as soon as possible by subscribing, of course, and also liking the video. Lateness is greatness, bro. Lateness is greatness. So no worries. Man, Coach can never agree with a single comment I make it. Don't cry. Don't cry. The problem when Nkunku chance comes and Felix comes, they have to take it. And Nkunku hasn't taken the opportunity given, except he helped us beat Bournemouth, but he's gotten open goal chances and didn't even come close to scoring. Anything else? I think we get another keeper in general. I don't think we're signing another keeper. Dante, he can keep receipts. That tells us what you do for a living. It looks like you're a bookkeeper.
Yep.
All right, let's do the comparisons here. Nkunku is not going anywhere. That's been established. Where's that data MB thing? Did I close it out? Okay. Oh, you go data MB. Let's do Nkunku and let's see how far back we can go. That's why I prefer using footystats.org. And footystats, I think it gives us more. Footystats gives us more detailed stats that you can use to compare. But
Yeah,
this
it's
is
pretty
just
good.
hybrid.
Yeah.
There are other types. I need to maybe learn more about it. I just paid for the subscription, which is why you're not seeing pop-ups. So let's do Gyökeres.
And just on that, to add to what Vic said, Coach. So Maresca did say stuff like that about a lot of the players, in different positions, not just even the defenders, midfielders. But he said that about Jackson as well and stuff. But we haven't seen them. Jackson only play a striker, so he hasn't really. He said that, but he hasn't really done that with Jackson or Nkunku. No, Felix either, really. Felix pretty much played in the 10 when Palmer in the Conference League. He hasn't really played out wide. So, he said that, but he hasn't really done that, to be honest.
So I'm sorry, how'd you spell Gyökeres?
Gyo.
Ke.
Yeah.
They don't have it here. Shoot. Why did I even pay? But we're gonna use our footy stats. Oh, go ahead.
Might have spelled it wrong. Who knows? Never know. But yeah.
No, I spelled it correctly. I'm sure he's not here.
No, them. Maybe the actual website.
Go ahead. We're gonna use footy stats.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Yeah, he said, like I said, that he said about players in the midfield that they can play, the defenders, obviously, the forwards as well. He said that exactly what he said there, but we haven't really seen that. We've only seen that basically with the wingers, Neto playing left wing, right wing, Sancho, Noni hasn't moved anyway. He's always been on the right, so that we haven't seen that. Yeah, like I said, Jackson, he said the same thing, but Jackson's only played as striker. He hasn't played anywhere else. So he said it, but I know he likes that. Probably at the start of the season, that was his mindset, but he probably saw that he can't really do that with these. The mix is not good, because we did see him after that say you can definitely play all three of those together, but then the mix is no good because who's going to defend? How is it going to work? If you remember that coach, he said, "Yeah, I can play. I can play Jackson, Felix, Palmer, and I can play them all together." But he said then that doesn't work. He said it doesn't work because who's going to go the other way to defend? So he was pretty detailed about that part. So I think he's realized they can't all play together because they just can't. It doesn't fit as well. Maybe he has seen it in training. It just doesn't fit as well. So yeah, I know he said that at the start of the season, but things change.
Yep, give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm looking for Viktor Osimhen. So I'm just gonna go. Well, I'm not seeing anything about the Turkish league here. Let's just go with Napoli. So let's go with Serie A. He's gonna do Napoli. Wow, they're topping the table.
Yeah,
Conte.
Conte. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go with 23-24. I think that will be fine. Okay, players. Viktor Osimhen was there. So let's do this. Gyökeres 23-24.
So he's there, but the spelling was right too.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what they're doing there. Okay, let's do this. I need to find a way to, where's the window 10? Okay, let me bring this out first. I need to do them side by side. It will make it easier for us.
Just to reply to Vic, just what Vic is saying, that's his point, that Maresca said a lot, but he hasn't played anyone out of position except Gusto. He talks a lot, but we like him. Again,
Vic likes Maresca?
He doesn't like Maresca at all, Vic, does he? I don't know why. He must have really loved our ex-manager or something, but he doesn't like Maresca at all.
Unbelievable. But he just said, but we like him. Didn't he say that?
No, but he's being sarcastic. He's not, being...
he doesn't like it. We like him. We're not hating him like you could say, like we hated our ex. His barbecue body.
Look, no, he doesn't talk like our ex, nowhere near it, and he doesn't talk rubbish like our ex, and hasn't lied yet. He hasn't really, talked exactly as much as our ex did, but things can change, and he's seen that obviously in training that he can't really do that, play that. And I do remember now he did come out because he was asked in the press conference, so why aren't you playing these guys together? He said, I can't play them together because it doesn't fit, it doesn't work. So he's obviously seen that it doesn't work. So that's the only response I can to what Vic was saying. But yeah, there's nothing else really to respond to it. It doesn't work, and I pretty much agree. You can't play those players together like that. It's too. No one would. Yeah, they're not. They don't fit together at the same time. Most of those two players.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see what else do we have here. He came with receipt. Okay, and Rich Moneymakers is saying I have a big update on account. Okay, Kununku.
Kununku.
Yeah, our new medical team are being cautious with him, but it looks like after 10 games that he can play a bit more. Yeah, I think so. But thank you for that. We know we do understand you mean in Nkunku, but yeah, we just want to joke. The O is a special character. No, even at that, they don't spell it like that. Even at that, with GY, it should show up. Yeah, that's my point. Like Dante Maresca said a lot, but he hasn't played anyone out of position except Gusto. He talks a lot, but we like him. Yeah.
Look, he's played more than Gusto out of position, not just Gusto.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's look at it. 23, 22-23. That's the season we're at, right? No, 23-24. No, yeah, that's
24. Fine. 24-25. Yeah.
24-25. Let's go 24-25 for Gyökeres too. 11 games in total. Is it how many matches this guy played for Napoli, or is it for? That's why I wanted to go back a bit. Let's just go with.
Are you looking at Napoli for Osimhen?
Yeah, let's go for 23-24.
You have to go, yeah. Then, but I don't think he didn't play at the start.
I think he would be better off. So that 23-24, he played 25 games. Gyökeres played 33 in total.
Yeah.
Volume, more than him. You could say around 8
He was
than him.
injured. Yeah, Osimhen was injured. Yeah.
Yeah, Osimhen was injured, but it would still give us a lot. Okay, and that season, Gyökeres was 0.90 goals per 90 minutes. Osimhen 0.68 goals per 90 minutes. Okay, 0.14 assists per 90 minutes. Gyökeres 0.31 assists per 90 minutes. Again, this makes sense. Yeah, I get it. The you said the game volume matters, but the truth remains. I mean, the disparity 31 in total. That is 0.31, while Osimhen is 0.14. I think that is reflective of the fact that the Gyökeres drops deep a lot, in my opinion. Big up to you, Takisha, my New York bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. He says he's not a fan of Gyökeres. Please elaborate. Tell us why that is the case. Okay, goal plus assist for 90 minutes, 1.20, and Viktor Osimhen. Where is it? Let's go plus assist for GA. Okay. Oh, 0.81. Yeah, that's a lot more for Gyökeres. So okay, but let's go. Let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Let's see. What is it? This starts with okay. Why is it mixed up like this, Syria? Okay, Osimhen has a lot more to his stats because this guy, you can argue, is still emerging. Do you understand what I mean by that, Dante?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's still
Yes.
emerging. I think we've looked at this. Minutes is 2,914. Minutes is 1,989. Forget about the market value or anything. Annual salary, so to speak. Okay, let's go to what makes sense. Goals and assists. A breakdown of it. Gyökeres doesn't have much in that department either. Where's goals and assists
Yeah.
here? Okay. Scored 29 goals in total. Goals involvement 39. Okay. Goals at home, that doesn't matter. 18. Goals involvement 18. Gyökeres even more. Assists and passing. Anything important there? Yeah, it doesn't match because Gyökeres, this guy has a lot more to his. So let's go back a bit. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying something.
No. Yeah, it doesn't match quite. It won't match up quite
It
that
doesn't,
well.
yeah.
Look, I
But
mean, everyone should pretty much know what Gyökeres, if people have watched, know what he's about and how he plays, and the league he's playing in as well. Let's not forget the league he's playing in as well, where he's
does
playing.
that really matter? Do they play without goalkeepers? That
Yeah,
if
they
you
do
get, once you
sometimes.
get in front of goal, you just put it away.
Sometimes they play with two goalkeepers in Portugal. It does matter because Sporting a very dominant team, especially against the if it's not the top three sort of teams in Portugal, the rest are like 4-1, 5-1, 6-0, 3-1. You know what I mean? They score a lot of goals. There's a big disparity between the first three teams in Portugal and to the rest. There's a massive disparity actually. So yeah, it does. Italy is definitely much stronger than the Portuguese league. That's 100%. There should be no argument about that. It is just much stronger, especially defensively as well, because Italians, they're a bit more defensive teams. They like to defend a bit more. The play is a little bit slower, but yeah, in terms of defending and tougher to play in, definitely Italy is much tougher.
Yeah, definitely, no question. But I don't think Gyökeres. I don't think his performances. I don't think his overall performance is a fluke. I think you can argue he's performed consistently for
Well, that's
multiple
yeah,
seasons.
and that's my
So
point. Yeah.
yeah,
I think now we can understand it better. It wasn't just a fluke, half a season, one season. He's continued at an offer and a season and a half, coming off a little bit from when he
in
left.
fact, you could say he's in an upward trajectory. Actually, he's getting better and better
Yeah,
each
he actually
season.
got a little bit better. Correct.
Yeah,
Started on fire this season, so that tells you that yes, he can probably do it, and he's up there as one of the best. So, and everyone in the chat there's asking. I think it was Meyer asking what type of striker is Gyökeres. Well, pressing forward or what. No, he's an all-round striker. He does a bit of everything.
All around this, I wouldn't call him a hybrid. I think it's better. It'd be better, to categorize him as all around. I agree.
He's an all-round striker, like a complete striker. You would call him a complete striker. That's a striker that, in terms of when I play a complete striker, that can do it all. Can head, that's physical, that's fast, that can go drop deep, that can go out wide, and that's what he does. He does a bit of everything. Jackson, people might see that, but Jackson is not a complete striker. Jackson is a link-up sort of striker more than anything. Complete striker, so he's not like Jackson at all.
I'd call him a hybrid striker.
Jackson's more a link-up.
But you could argue the more he becomes polished, the more you can say he puts away chances efficiently, consistently. You could argue he'd earned the right to be called a complete striker.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll ever be that. I just don't think that's his style of play. He hasn't got that in. A complete striker does everything. So in modern football, that's the type of striker that would succeed pretty much at any club, a striker like that, because he can do it all. So yeah, like people were saying, there'll be a lot of teams after him because of that.
Yeah, good one there. Good question by Maya the Rapper, my friend. Everyone, come off Twitter and join us on YouTube, subscribe, and also do like the video. We sincerely do appreciate you. We have how many likes? It's just 33 likes. We can do a lot better than that. We still have 65 people watching, from 30 plus viewers to YouTube, on YouTube down to 18 right now. But that's by the way, Dills. Nice to see you, Mr. Dills. I do hope you're doing well. Let's see what you have to say there. Big up. I hope I'm well. Nice to see you. Okay. I come soon to catch up about the Chelsea. We are in progress. Well under Maresca. We ain't finished article. There are a few areas we need to fix in the team. Defensive area, in my opinion. We're loaded with wingers. Attacking area, I'm not concerned really. It's just the manager selecting the right combination. You can say pairing, in my opinion. The defensive area is the only place we have an issue, and I'd like them to let Sanchez taste the bench a bit and give Jorgensen a chance. I get it, he's still 22, but I think he'd be again a much better goalkeeper for us in the Premier League than Robert Sanchez. But that's my opinion. Let's say you, Dante, given what we have on the screen from Deals, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Also, one of the central defenders for me, Colwell, to probably sit down for a little bit and maybe give Tosin a go to play with Fofana, or Colwell and Tosin, doesn't matter. But
we need Tosin.
I would Tosin. I think it would be a good combination. I actually think that could work pretty well. I just caught a lot of Colwell. I think he needs to sit down a bit and just look and just see it that he can be dropped and he can sit down, and he doesn't play every game if he plays bad. I think he needs that, and that will do him actually really well. And if he doesn't doing well and he complains and he acts up about it and goes the other way, well, that you don't want to play like that around anyone. So for me, either way, it's a positive for me. So it'll be interesting to see how he reacts, because we know he hasn't reacted very well every time there's talk of him getting dropped or not playing. He doesn't react to that. He always takes comments, messages, social media. So the defense, and other than that, look, even probably the midfield a little bit. I still like to see a more balanced, not as defensive. Probably Enzo playing in position with Lavia or Caicedo, sort of rotating. Maybe all three of them can play together. So area to things to get right. But yeah, still obviously a bit of tweaks here and there, but it is very early, so we've got a long season ahead of us. So we'll have to wait and see. But so far, so good.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, DJ Sab. At this point, you take any of the Victors. I think one of the Victors is spelled with a K.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just like Dante did, yeah, and Ty did there. Big up to all of you, big up all the legends on the group chat. Everyone hit the like button and also do subscribe to the channel and follow him, Rich Money Makers, on X to help him grow. Buy him so that we can laugh at Brighton for selling Viktor for a bargain. Was he at Brighton before he went to the championship?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I
Big
can't
up to you
remember.
too. Dale's nice to see you. I think Colwell definitely need a rest. I wouldn't say rest. I think he needs to be no again. He needs to be shown that that position isn't his for keeps. That's just my opinion anyway. But I'd rather we sign Gyökeres than Osimhen for reasons I've explained 1,000 times, and I don't want to go into it again. So before we go news hunting, yep, here's the reason why we started talking about Gyökeres. This is saying Chelsea are leading the race to sign Viktor Gyökeres from Sporting in 2025. Source of Fija, yes, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. DJ has to. Viktor was at Brighton. Dante needs to freshen his player career. He's man. He doesn't. He's a human being. He's not a player. Players. He's not players encyclopedia.
Yeah, well, this was maybe when he's really young, but yeah, I don't remember him. Just don't remember that.
Yeah,
He
so
obviously
he
wasn't
wasn't
very
an
significant
important
at the
player for
time.
them, so no need. It's not even, I'm not going to stress myself. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Here we have the big six games this season. I thought the Liverpool game and Man City game and Arsenal games this season. Okay, we were just a short of okay, short of in those games. Our defensive issues cost us. Yeah, that's lack of you could say lapses in concentration maybe. Dante, do you agree?
Probably deserved minimum a draw, probably even the win, in my opinion. The other two, yeah, I agree. Lapses defensive, basically the keeper. So yeah, 100%, yeah. But we were set up much more defensively, and we did not create enough. So we were very defensive with the two defensive midfielders sitting deep. So we didn't create many chances, but that was to cover for our defense, so we don't make too many more mistakes. And the keeper still made mistakes, even though we did play that way. So that's why we're saying, me and coach and a lot of people saying about the keeper. Yeah, that's one change that we do need to freshen it up and find a solution for that as soon as possible.
All right, we're taking your questions. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and we'll try the best we can to address it. And in a bit, we will share the link to the panel in the chat, so you come up and tell us whether which of the two players you prefer, Viktor Gyökeres or Viktor Osimhen. You'll have a few minutes to do that. This hurts. I don't think this is nice, really. Palmeiras president Leila Medalani Pereira, Neymar will not come to Palmeiras. This is not a medical center. Hi, jeez.
Is Layla?
Oh. What?
Is Layla? Is that a female president?
Yeah, it's a female. Yeah, I would.
Wow. Okay.
This is
President,
not
yeah,
nice, really. Even
not very nice.
Ouch.
But she's
My
not wrong, is
goodness.
she?
What?
She's not wrong either.
Well, she's not wrong, but you don't say this sort of things. Come on, man. Isn't he a Palmeiras legend? No, product, so to speak.
I can't remember. Is that where?
Was it
I don't remember.
Palmeiras? No, was it Santos? I think they signed him from Santos.
I think maybe it's another team. Yeah, I can't remember exactly where. Yeah.
Let me see. I think Barca signed him. Was it Santos? I think he was Santos.
Santos sounds about right, but I'm not sure.
Okay, where did Barca sign Neymar from? Let me check. Neymar Jr. made his professional debut with Santos in 2009. So they signed him from Santos, yeah. But that's not nice, man. Even I wouldn't say that.
Well, look, they know what he's about now, and yeah, he's not been professional, has he? Even at Fingo, he's seen out more doing stuff than actually playing football, and he's not taking it seriously. He's just taking the money, and basically always injured, never playing, and just loving life and living it up there. So he's not serious about his football anymore. So,
But the name alone is huge.
yeah, but still, look, if she feels that way, she can. If she wants to say that, she can.
But
Obviously, it is what it is.
here's the thing. I was you can say I laughed about it because I didn't remember that they signed him from Santos. Barca signed him from Santos and not
If it was his
Palmeiras. I
club,
don't think
different, but it's not
anybody
his
at
club.
Palmeiras would
So
say such.
they would be like probably the rivals anyway. So of course they can have a dig at him if they're rivals.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah, I don't. Do you agree with me? I don't believe anybody from Santos would say such. It wouldn't make sense.
No, they wouldn't say that. They don't want to. He's going to have to come back, and they're going to name stuff after him. Who knows? Yeah, no, they wouldn't say that. But like if Palmeiras, they're rivals. Yeah, of course they can say that.
Yep, DJ saying if we ever raid Brighton again, we should go for Carlos Noom Kuma. Okay, Baliba. What a talented player he is turning out to be. I don't think we're
No
going to
more
be going
Brighton.
for their midfielders, in my opinion.
No more
Maresca
Brighton,
definitely.
please.
Yeah, go ahead.
No more Brighton. Yeah, I think it's enough. That was their replacement, one of their replacements for Caicedo. So
Yeah. Definitely. I think they will get their chance. They will. He likes Felix. I don't think we would have signed him if it didn't okay his signing. I know we have a lot of midfielders, but if we sell a few, he can come in. No,
DJ, stop playing FIFA, DJ.
you just stop playing FIFA, please. We're packed in that area. In all honesty, if we give Ukochukwu the sort of chance that Bariba is had at Brighton, I think he'd do well too. He's intelligent, reads the game very well, drives with the ball. According to my trusted sources, Man United are selling expensive players, and Man United are following Chelsea's old transfer plan, signing on the 21st. Not old, that's still our active plan. Why? We're being proactive. Football from a financial, the landscape in football from a financial perspective has changed. Yep, it has changed. You can't just spend money because you have it. If that isn't the case, Newcastle, I think they're signing the best players in the world. They are one of the richest clubs, but no, you can't spend because you have it. So usually you get cheaper players. Players under 24 are usually cheaper. So clubs are now targeting fresh, emerging talents. Yep, putting in usually a few years ago, mid-table clubs and bottom-table clubs sign emerging talents, give them playing time. They reach, you can say, they show their potential on the highest level, and then big clubs will come take them. But things have changed, and now a lot of clubs will be going for those emerging talents, if that makes sense. Let's see what else we have here. Dils is saying I would prefer Gyökeres over Osimhen because I think Gyökeres' overall game is better than Osimhen's. He's a striker that we are missing. Gyökeres is like Diego Costa. I'm not sure how they compare. But here's one thing I want to say. If we had Mourinho as our manager, I'd say bring him Osimhen. I think he'd take Osimhen anytime, any day. Dils is saying Osimhen's overall gameplay isn't what we need as much as I rate him around the box. I just think Gyökeres is the better striker. I wouldn't go to the extent of saying better, more complete, and more suitable to the way we play. For certain managers, I'd see them peaking Osimhen over Gyökeres. Mr. Peter, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Andrea Santos is playing well. Probably will come back. Dante, let's talk about that. I know you've heard me say that on multiple occasions. I think Andrea Santos will come back, and then Leslie Ugochukwu will join at Strasbourg on loan. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, look, it could be. It just depends what happens in that meantime. There's a lot of variables that can happen. So, some other players can move, other players come in. Could be long-term injuries. There's a lot of that can happen. That probably is the plan, but yeah, it's not. It's situational, to be honest, because what if, God forbid, Lavia goes down, Caicedo goes down, and they got long-term injuries out for the year? Well, then that plan changes, doesn't? I think it just depends, how everything goes basically. But you're pretty close, yeah. I think definitely that would be the plan. Um, Santos definitely will come in at the end of this year. He's had his 2-year loan spell. He's done everything the club asked of him, and he deserves to come back and play. Now, will he be a starter? I don't know about that one. I don't see him a starter yet. I don't think he'll be a starter over, especially if Lavia has, cemented his spot. We know Caicedo has, Enzo as well. Yeah, so it's a tough competition there, but he'll definitely come back. Now, will he want to come back and be? Maybe he's not a starter. You never know. He might say, "Well, look, thank you, but I want to go somewhere to be starter," and blah blah. Come in for him and pay money for him. You never know.
Yeah. And people, if you haven't, go subscribe, follow Vince's account on X. Yep. A lot of news from him, current updates. And Peter, thank you once again. Fill out home, express yourself here. Your opinion matters. All we ask of you is just to keep it civil. Andrea Sanders, yeah, he's playing well. Let's see. Do you think Maresca will stop playing Palmer on the left? Okay, Dante, you want to answer that?
On the left, as in not. I don't know what he's saying there.
I don't know why people are saying he's been playing him on the left. I think it's just the approach, the switching
He hasn't
positions
been
and
playing
all
on the
that.
left. He's
Yeah,
drifted to the left. He's drifted to the right. Drifted deep, more deep for me than left.
more deep in the absence of Enzo Fernandez.
Correct. Yeah, to get possession because there's no link up player in there, so he had to drop deep to get possession. So he hasn't really been playing on the left that much. There was one game there was a little bit more, just because the way the game went. But yeah, no, I don't think he's playing on the left. He's got that role there where he can play, where he wants. But yeah, look, he's dropping deep for me, too deep, and that's cost us offensively because he's dropping too deep and to get the ball, and then he's not been able to affect the play up more forward. And Gusto's been playing in that more forward advanced role, but Gusto has been wasting all the opportunities he's received there, and he's not really an offensive player, so that's why. But yeah, I think he's come more deep than actual left. But I've seen him everywhere basically because he's coming to look for the ball. And Maresca did say that he wants him, to look for the ball, to come to get more involved, not just wait up for the ball. When we're playing this defensively, he said that in the interview. He said he wants him to come look for the ball, which is fair enough. He has to, because otherwise we won't get any touches. And you saw we were creating 2 chances in the first half of those games that we started at defensive. 2 chances. That's peanuts. That's nothing compared to how we were playing before. So it's a big difference, yeah.
All right, and Ty is saying he prefers Gyökeres slightly because he would offer more fluidity, but we need someone with aerial presence as well. I don't know how good he is really.
He's
And
good. He's got the aerial presence as well.
okay,
That's why
then
he's a
that's
control
fine.
striker.
Yeah,
He scores
then
with his
fine.
head. He jumps in. He's very physical as well. He's strong. He's at his peak. He's in 27, 20. He's at his peak right now. At his strongest he'll ever be. So yeah.
Yeah. We need to be drawn against easier teams in the Club World Cup 2025 in the group stage to help us earn more revenue. Let's see what happens there. Santos will be in our setup next season for sure. I do agree. So let's go news hunting again. If we don't see anything in a bit, I will share the link to the panel in the chat session so that you can come up and tell us how you feel. Let's see what else we have here. Kendra Pies heads the transfer value list of under 23s non-European based attack-oriented midfielders. You could argue that's reflective of the fact that we signed a good player in him. I think Maresca being conservative against big teams. You could argue that it makes sense. Because we're not quite there yet. Osimhen
And the
should rather
schedule
go to
had to
Saudi
do
Arabia
a lot with
than
that.
sign permanently for Galatasaray. I think he will pick Saudi Arabia. Forget they're hopeful. Were you saying something, Dante?
No, I was just adding that I think our schedule against Nemanja saying that, a bit conservative. Yeah, I think it was the schedule and the run of games that we had. That's why as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and this player right here is definitely Joao Felix.
Yep. Looks like João Felix to me. Yes.
Yeah, that's Joao Felix. All right, what else do we have here? Let's look like a con from
Just
the
going
18th
back, sorry,
century.
coach. Just want to go back to the Santos thing. That could become an interesting situation because that's the risk that you when you put a player like that out on loan again for a second season and he does even better and is becoming is a key player, probably the key player for Strasbourg at the moment.
He is,
So
but
when a
don't you
player
think
like
he comes back?
yes, I do think he comes back, but see that player now thinks that can start for any of those teams. He's already very good. Would he come back and play and not play at all? Do you see him starting ahead of the players we have in that midfield?
That's a good question. Actually, that makes it even difficult to figure out what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Because who does he start over? Are we going to sell one of those starting players? Because it
No,
wouldn't make sense to bring him back and he only plays every now and then. I think that will stifle his
exactly.
development. I'd rather him stay there, continue until we say, you know what, let's sell one of those, one of our current players and bring him back.
I don't see him staying there another season. I think if he would go, he would go to a bigger club. You know what I mean? Not there. Respect to Strasbourg, I think he would go to a bigger club, better league, maybe.
On
But
loan?
yeah, on loan, unless,
Because
like I
Chelsea
keep
are not going
saying,
to sell him.
they will if the right offer comes. Maybe you never know. If coach, it all depends on the player as well. It really does. If the player says, "Okay, I've changed my mind. Real Madrid are coming for me. I want to go. Can we please find a solution? I want to go to Barcelona or Real Madrid. They're coming in. They're going to pay 70 million for me, whatever, 80 million. What do you think the club will do then?"
I think they'd cash in. In all honesty, I'm not gonna lie, but I think they like him. It would take a lot for them to decide to sell him.
Yeah, and I agree. I think they like him, and we all like him. But that's the problem. So good that he comes back, but this he's not going to play. So it's a tricky one. It's one of those when you send him like that on loan, he becomes that good. When he comes back, then he wants to continue that development, but he's not. It will be very hard for him to do that. So yeah, that's where there's that little risk. Uh, the same thing about Angelo Gabriel. Great season the first season, and then what happened last season? There's no room back, and he went to Saudi Arabia, 20 million or whatever it was. Profit, not much profit,
I
but
think a lot more.
yes. So, yeah,
And
it's
he accepted to go. It's not like we forced him to go there because probably good. They pay good money.
that, and also he realized that he's not getting in this team, and especially the season following, he's not going to get in the payers. Fingo's coming. So yes, I just wonder if the Santos one is a similar situation because I think there'll be a lot of clubs interested in as well.
Yeah. So people, the link to the panel is pinned at the very top. If you're interested in coming onto the panel to let us know, give us your 2 cents on which of the two in Viktor Gyökeres or Viktor Osimhen, which of the two players you prefer and why. We'll wait. Dante, you have any questions or anything that you want us to address?
No, if anyone in the chat there, any questions for us, I can put them up as well. Yeah, look, I was just seeing Mabast. No, was it Mabast? He's saying that Nemaya, sorry, saying that Enzo. I think Enzo will go next season. Enzo will leave us next season.
He's not going
Um,
anywhere. Let me just let you know that on time. But go ahead if you wanted to answer it.
Look, you can never say 100% yes or no. Again, circumstance, what happens, who's coming in for them, what is happy to go, is he happy to stay? You want to change of scenery somewhere to this. It's a tough one. For example, if do come for him and offer the good money and offer him that position that we know they really need him for Cruz and Modric, he would fit in like a glove there. The player what's one thing that we've found out about that club? If the players, they want to go, we'll facilitate the move and we'll work with them. And yeah, we'll try to get as much from it as possible, but we will respect their what they want to do, and we'll actually help them. We've seen that much for it to be true. So there could be a possibility, but no. I don't know if you agree with that, Coach.
I think I do agree. It does make sense, really. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to them, really. Nigerians will cook them. Let's see. This is the link to the panel. If you want to come on, let's hear your thoughts on whether the club should sign Viktor Gyökeres or Viktor Osimhen. You have the time now to do so. Otherwise, we'll be rounding up soon. Sanchez will cost us at one point, and I think Maresca is afraid of the defense will still have flaws. Yeah. Okay. DJ is on here. Give us 1 second here. DJ saying, I think Santos is real competition for Enzo. Enzo has better vision. Santos is more of a DM than Enzo is. Santos is more box to box than Enzo is.
Exactly.
No, I don't think they'd compete.
I think it's for the other players more.
Yeah. Do you think Strasbourg will get Europe? I'm not sure, really. I think they're more like Frank Lampard team. They score a lot, risk a lot. I think the manager has shown that he doesn't know how to be pragmatic, very stubborn. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
they won't get Europe.
yeah, I
They'll
don't
fall
think they're
short of
going to get Europe. If he learns to be a bit more pragmatic, they can, because usually they score first in most of their games.
Yeah, they're not ready for that.
Yeah,
they're not
I've
built for
seen
that,
them
Coach.
lead 10-0 and end up losing the game 11-10.
They're not built for that. They're built to play attacking football, entertaining football, and to develop
I
players.
understand, but sometimes you learn to be a bit more pragmatic to get where you're going. I don't say they should pack the bus. They risk too much. Even the game against PSG, I think they were leading 2-0. Was that the case or so? There was one against Monaco. They led 2-0
Yeah.
Houston, he needs to be a bit more pragmatic. Get to Europe, and it can. But let's we have people on the panel. We get I'll get to you in a bit. I don't think
But
they'll
Coach,
get
you got to
Europe.
realize they are playing the youngest team as well, so they're very, very young.
But that's the more reason why you should be a bit more pragmatic.
But that's not the plan. There is to put these players on show and show
give
what
them
they
the
have.
playing time to mature with
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. DJ, since you're on the panel, I'm not going to read the comments you have in the chat. Big up, DJ. We're not going to fight today. I don't have the energy. You win. You win already.
Big up, guys. What's going on? You all good?
Big up.
I'm good. DJ, let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah. Interesting
Viktor
conversation.
Osimhen or Gyokeres, and why? We want to hear you. And then you can later on talk about why you think Sanchez will compete with Enzo Fernandez. But first of all, Viktor Gyokeres or Viktor Osimhen, which of the Victors and why you think can?
It depends on the club's needs, I say, Coachella, because both let's be real. I don't think Gyökeres will come he'll come in January. Whereas Osimhen possibly depends on our situation. Come where we are on the table.
I thought they said he was gonna leave Sporting CP, not January but summer.
Well, no, the point is there's a lot of rumors coming out. There's rumors coming out saying that he's come out and says he's going to stay in Turkey until the summer. Then you've got the club coming out and saying on the same article that they will sell him if the right price comes in from in January. Now that depends on where we are, as I said, where we are in the season, because if we're anywhere near like on fronts, I said all fronts, where say he's still in Europe, which we're still obviously going to be in Europe. Depending where we are in the league, we're going to have the FA Cup as well. It depends on the musts and needs, doesn't it? If the club want to go all out and think we can get a Champions League spot for next season, there's a possibility that they may go and get him for that reason. I personally don't mind either him or Gyökeres. I think both players are excellent players. I think Gyökeres, for me, yeah, I get what you're saying on him. Seen enough from for Lisbon to say, yes, I can see why he's the kind of player that will come into the Chelsea setup and do what we need him to do, especially the way we are playing at the moment. However, if you want that, as I said, I think we had this discussion before. If you want that striker that's going to come in and just, be a target man, like a Harry Kane, or a kind of player that's going to just come in and hit the goal, and just, smash the ball into the back of it or whatever it might be, then obviously I look at Yeah, or like a Giroud, then I'll look at someone like Osimhen for that reason. But
You don't
Osimhen
seem
can.
to be
It's not just.
paying attention, DJ. You don't seem to be paying attention the way the manager approaches the game, bro.
I do, bro. I do. But then again, you got to say.
And
You
you
also
want
got to
us, okay?
say.
You want us to sign Osimhen now? Then it be a
No, no,
case
no.
of using
I,
him in
I'm not
certain
saying,
games.
bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not saying he's going to sign Osimhen in January. It depends, as I said to you already. It depends on where we are and where the coach sees our situation come January. That's all I'm saying, coach. I'm not saying he's going to go and get Osimhen. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying where our situation is and where. And also, let's remember one thing: the coach, as much as we say the coach makes the decisions in it, if the club want Osimhen, they'll go and get him. It's as simple as that. That's how it works. Yeah, you guys know that as well as I
So
do. It's not about the coach's decisions.
where you differ is because Gyökeres is not going to be available till
And let's
summer,
be real,
right?
bro. Let's be real. He's got he's got Bayern Munich on his case. He's got Manchester United on his case. He's got Real Madrid on his case. Barcelona on his case. There's a lot of clubs looking at him, and we've got to make sure we're in the Champions League next season if we want to probably attract him to come to us next season. That's
Yep,
the other thing as well.
agreed.
So in that kind of like way, bro, you can't say Gyökeres is going to be a definite in the January in the summer because you've got to look at the clubs that are looking at it. You're already hearing Bayern Munich coming out and saying they need a replacement for Harry Kane. And I think Harry Kane's still got a lot more football in the guy, but they're looking at replacing him at some point. If they're going to make that offer of him, and depending where he wants to go, again, it comes down to the player. If the player goes, no, I want to come and play in England, then it's different. Then you've got the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United, possibly Liverpool coming in the reckoning for him as well next season. There are going to be clubs looking at him, bro. Manchester City, I've also read and that's if Haaland does leave Manchester City, which I don't think will happen, but that's just an if. Yeah, they're also looking at his situation. So we're going to have a lot of competition for next season. That's my point. I would love Gyökeres at Chelsea. As I said, I watch the Portuguese league. I follow a lot of it because obviously being Portuguese, I watch a lot of that. And yeah, he's been brilliant for Sporting Lisbon. We saw what he did to Manchester City in the Champions League. The guy absolutely terrorised that defence and got a hat trick out of it at the end of the day. So we know what this guy can do. I'm not saying not to get him. I'd love him at Chelsea, but I'm just looking at the situation. Is a competition for him in the summer. That's all I'm saying. If the club are going to wait and say, okay, they're definite, 100% certain, yeah, we can get him. He's going to be a definite. Then yeah, you wait till the summer and you get him. You get him on board. But if they're thinking to themselves, nah, too much competition out there. But there is one player that we are looking at, one of our other main targets, who is available and we can go and get. But you all know it's Viktor Osimhen. That's all I'm
I
basically
wanted
putting
to
out.
say, I wanted to say, caller, your time is up, and remove you from the panel. And then I remembered you're a panelist here.
You want to remove me, bro? You can remove me if you want.
No, I would never do that. But I really want to win this argument with you by all
Here we
means
go.
necessary.
Here we go again.
Dante, do you have any counter argument to all the nonsense that DJ just said right now?
Nonsense. Me nonsense. Chiller, bro. Come on, man. We're talking nonsense here.
You're not kidding. Dante, you have any counter response to that?
He makes some points. He makes some good points, but yeah, you know.
Who made a good point?
Thank you, Dante.
Coach.
I said he made a couple of little good points, but yeah, overall probably not. But some are valid. Some points are valid.
You don't have to agree with him.
Coach.
He likes Osimhen.
He's part of your gang.
I'm coming to you, Babas. Please don't, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I tell you right now, DJ wouldn't mind us selling Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, even Cole Palmer to get.
What nonsense are you talking, bro? Oh my days. Here we go. Now, if you guys know on the panel, you know this guy's talking nonsense.
I exaggerated, of course, but you like to see him so much.
DJ,
I'm quite sure you wouldn't mind an exchange with Nicholas Jackson.
What's that?
Babas, let's hear you. I'll go back to DJ to see if he has anything else he wants to talk about. He's a panelist. He's not just a caller. He knows that. He knows I was kidding too. Babas, Viktor Gyokeres or Viktor Osimhen, which of the two Victors and why? Let's hear you. And if you want to come onto the panel to give us your 2 cents, we've got the link to the panel pinned at the very top of the chat window. But let's hear you, Babas.
Big up to all my legends. Big up to Legendary
big
Chiller. Big up Lord Dante.
Big up, bruv.
Big up DJ Sav.
Have you on?
Viktor Gyökeres is awesome. Well, it's tough. If I was to choose one, I'm gonna go Gyökeres.
Why? Can you elaborate? Tell us why? Why Gyökeres over Viktor Osimhen?
The reason behind it is because Gyökeres is a striker that is capable of dropping deep. He can run at defenders, left, right, on either flank. And he's a mobile striker as well.
So you're saying he's more suitable to the
Mobile.
Manchester approach, or
Yes.
so yeah? And you're saying DJ was talking nonsense.
Not really, no. It's his opinion.
Mabas is not going to fight you. He's not close by.
No.
Why are you concerned?
The reason why I chose Gyökeres over Osimhen is because Osimhen is too static, in my opinion.
That's serious.
He'll become a Lukaku 2.0 all over again.
And I'm concerned about that. And I'm quite
Yeah,
sure you
yeah.
understand to my point. And
That's
listen, if tomorrow, I'm going to say this quickly, DJ and Mabas, if tomorrow we end up signing Osimhen, I can tell you that, yeah, the manager probably said, get him, I can make it work. But I don't want to sit to, again, a Lukaku 2.0, just like Mabas said.
Yeah.
And I will tell you right now, I'm quite sure we didn't push for Lukaku signing until
it was the board, not the Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel said, okay, I can make it work. And
Yep,
up close,
but he didn't.
We then realized, yeah, it was a problem getting him to fit in and start firing on all cylinders. But go ahead, what you were saying, Mabas.
And also, Gyökeres can finish as well.
Yeah, you could argue he's actually performed more consistently than Osimhen. Osimhen's form has
Sure.
been up, down. Either you could say due to injuries or just mainly due to injuries. And for me, we have to consider that. And here's something else. I'm not sure you've considered DJ. I don't think I'm going to let you win this argument.
Here we go. Yeah, come on, let's hear it, bruv.
And Dante, I know Dante probably doesn't care that much about that argument because he doesn't think AFCON lasts a long time. Now, if we get Osimhen, he reps Nigeria every time we have a competition, if something as Jackson. So if we sign Osimhen, which means every time AFCON comes around, we lose two of our, you can say, best players, maybe. See, that's an issue. That's something else we have to consider. And then on the side of Osimhen, you have to also consider the fact that you can argue, it'd be right to argue that he's injury prone.
Coach.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me my best. I'll come back to you. Let's hear what DJ has to say with regards to the points I've made.
Okay.
Right now.
Big up to my bus, by the way. I'll just disagree on one thing on you. I don't think he's a Lukaku 2.0, by the way. I think he's a better.
He's saying he could become. He's not saying he's Lukaku.
No, I don't think he will be. I think he's got a higher ceiling for me than Lukaku has. I think I've seen
Lukaku.
Lukaku, yeah. Let's call him Lukaku. Yeah, so Lukaku. Exactly. Yeah, I think
It's been 3 years since we called Lukaku Lukaku.
I think we can all agree on this panel. Yeah, he's got a better higher ceiling than Lukaku. Yeah, let's be real here, Simon. Yeah, the guy's.
I'd go to the extent of saying he's more technically gifted than Lukaku.
Yeah, and look, listen, I'm not saying that.
DJ, what about his mental side as well? Like the way he thinks and the way he reacts and acts. I think that could be a big problem as well.
No, listen, you guys have made some valid point. I'm not debating any of what you guys are telling me. Seriously, I'm not. All I'm basically putting out to you guys is that I like both players.
DJ.
I like either one of them. Yeah, go.
Joshua Zirkzee, what do you think of him?
I think he's a good player. I just don't think it's worked for me. I don't think it's worked for him so far at United.
He's just the Dutch. He's just the Dutch Eddie Nketiah.
Oh, God.
DJ, go ahead.
Sorry, bro.
Dante did ask you a question.
No. He did. Look, listen, I get the mental thing. I get what you're saying.
He's Dutch Eddie Nketiah with 0 finishing skills.
But I tell you what, you put him into another club, bro. He might go and do better at another club. It's just, or maybe he might just do better under Amorim. Maybe I don't know. But look, going back to what Dante is, I get what you're saying.
Maybe going back to Serie A will help him.
Huh?
Or going back to Serie A. Going back to Serie A will help him.
Or maybe that.
DJ, go ahead. My best. Let's hear DJ answer the question that Dante asked.
No. Listen, I get what he's saying. Look, I get the whole thing with the whole Osimhen thing. I just think at the same time though, if you take out that way of the mental thing out of his game, sometimes on his day we all know what a player he is. And all I'm putting out to you guys is I'm not saying to go and get him. I'm just looking about what if we're going to get a striker. like I saw Tobago put in the comments there that if we pay the release clause in January, we may be able to get him in January. But I don't think Sporting Lisbon will sell him in January, personally. If we can get him, brilliant. No, I wouldn't say no to him. I just think that if we're looking to get someone to come in and do something quickly, depending where we are in the league and where we are in the cup competitions, I probably would say maybe he could be the answer. But at the same time, it's not maybe. I guess that's not for the, how would I put it? I guess you could say maybe a short-term thing, yeah, because we don't know how he's going to be next season. Because that maybe could be the wrong approach. But look, I'm only go as I keep saying. I think they're both good players. If you were to ask me to choose the two of them, I would go for Gyökeres over, only because I've seen enough of him to say yes, he's the kind of player that will come and fit our system. Is that what Maresca plays? We can wait for him till summer. But I just worry about the competition we're going to have him for next season. That's all. It's not going to be easy to get him.
Gyökeres
If he
only.
chooses Chelsea, if he comes to Chelsea, brilliant. I'd love him at Chelsea. Honestly, I would love him at
Gyökeres
Chelsea.
only. No Duran. No Duran. No Evan Fergus.
But you know what, though?
Please.
You got to admit, though, I've got to say one thing, mate. Duran, we say no Duran, yeah. But Duran's been doing well at Aston Villa, bro. He's been doing excellent at Aston Villa, I have to say. But yeah, maybe not the answer, maybe to us. Because obviously you've got Gyökeres there who can possibly do that job eventually down the line. Okay. So do we need Duran? Probably not. Yeah. But what I will say
What about
is,
Samu Amorodion? Samu.
another
He's
one,
gone.
another good. He's gone. He went to Porto. Is he? I think he's doing pretty
And
well.
now he's scoring goals.
He's scoring goals. Again, another one.
I'm even if he scores 1,000 goals, I'd say I'm happy we didn't sign him. We didn't sign him, honestly. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, DJ, with what you were saying.
Even Samu Amorodion scores 2 million goals.
Yeah, I would say no.
Yeah.
Go ahead, DJ.
I won't give others a chance to talk as well, Kachila. But yeah, either one of those players, I would love to see come to us. If we get Gyökeres and we can wait until the summer, we can wait till then. By all means, bring him in. I'm not going to say no to him, as I said. But again, it depends, as I said, what we do in January. If their club say no, we can't get him, and they want to go for Osimhen, I won't argue about Osimhen coming in. Either one of them, whoever comes to us, I won't be complaining. I think Osimhen will do better than Lukaku anywhere at Chelsea. For me personally, because of the play you've got around him and the players that can pass the ball to go and finish those goals off. That's why I look at the situation with Osimhen in that reason. And we all know, as I said, on his day, the man's a lethal finisher. We all know this on this panel.
Yeah, and Tobago is saying, and Sporting already have Viktor Gyökeres replacement because they have a fantastic young striker. Okay, that's anything else you want to say? It's gone, DJ. Anything else you want to talk about? If he comes back, maybe he has a question. Go ahead. Mabas.
I've sent the chat for the Ghana national team that eat too much something.
I'm not sure what happened to them, really.
I've sent that chat. I've sent it.
Okay. They have the players, so really can't quite say what happened. So we have time in the house.
Eat too much.
Yeah, go ahead.
Me.
Okay. We have Ty in the house. Ty, let's hear your thoughts. Viktor Gyökeres or Viktor Osimhen, which of them and why?
Big up, Ty.
Big up, Ty.
Happy birthday to your grandma.
Happy birthday to your grandma, Ty.
To grandma.
Yep. The link to the panel is put at the very top. Mabas, thank you for reminding us. Come join us. Give us your 2 cents on whether Chelsea should sign Viktor Osimhen or Viktor Gyökeres. Ty, let's hear you. Ty, you're a caller. You're not a panelist. If you say what I don't like, I'll remove you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Crystal clear.
Okay. Right. So, as I said, first of all, thank you for doing that. In terms of my grandmother and all that,
no worries.
I shared it with her, and she started crying. She's kind of emotional now.
No worries.
But yeah, it's like I said before. I came on because I heard what DJ was saying, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I have to come here and give my 2 cents. As I said, Viktor. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, but the Swedish
Osimhen.
No, not he's Osimhen. Talking about Gyökeres.
Gyökeres, bro. Gyökeres.
Oh, Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Gyökeres.
Yeah. So, in that sense, as I said, I think in terms of what's best for the sort of tactics that Maresca uses, the setup, the sort of fluidity of the play, it's best that you go for him. There are things that you have to consider in terms of availability, in terms of if it's possible to get him in January, for example, or how much it would be to get him overall. And Tobago mentioned the fact that there is a clause that you can trigger that I would say is feasible if you actually want to invest in an area that is obviously lacking. Um, Victor, you cannot dispute that Osimhen has been a good striker, but I do think in terms of what suits what we're trying to do now, it's best to go for Gyökeres or whatever it's pronounced, um, because he's actually shown that he has good decision making just as an Usman does, and the way that we're trying to play, we don't want it to be a case of you mentioned Lukaku and all of that. You don't want it to be a case.
Lakaka, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna subscribe to that theory, but I'm gonna
Oh,
call him
God.
what his name is, Lukaku. I'm not gonna subscribe to
That's not
that.
bad.
Yeah, we're not into
Um,
name calling, by the way.
Nah,
yeah.
that's all right.
So I'm gonna stick with the reasonable approach, which is to just call it
Yeah,
that his
Ty, you
actual
and I are going to heaven.
right. So in that sense, we don't want it to be a case where we become a one-dimensional team where we're just trying to get the ball in, get the ball in, get the ball in. With a Victor Gyökeres, you're able to actually have fluidity where all the attackers are important. We see that with Jackson, for
Yep.
example, we're able to do that. But the thing is that you need someone that has better decision making in the final third.
You need a good finisher.
Yeah. So if you don't have that, you're gonna have an issue in terms
A
of
big problem.
output and all of that. So I definitely think that Gyökeres is the better option in that sense. I think it's more feasible. I think in terms of attitude, I think in terms of what's best for ensure that there's unison and chemistry in the team. Gyökeres is the better option. Usman is not a bad striker, but as it was mentioned before, if we had a different manager who is more pragmatic or more traditional, then fine, you go for Usman.
Like a Tuchel.
Nope.
Or Mourinho,
like
sorry, I was going to
Mourinho,
say.
yeah. Tishu doesn't like traditional number nines. You'd have to be
Yeah,
Harry
true.
Kane.
He likes false nines.
Yeah. Not really first nine, but you can say hybrid mainly. You can still operate
Like a
as
mobile
traditional.
striker.
Yeah. You can
I have,
all
I have
round.
a question. I have a question, coach.
Yeah, go ahead. And by the way, here's a message from Rich Money Makers for your grandma. Happy birthday, Grandma. Man United will not be buying him because of PSR. Will not be buying Nkunku, I'm guessing. What I'm hearing is that we are looking for more experienced centre back that can play at right back. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ty. Go ahead with your question. I'd like to bring on Maya to tell us which of the strikers he prefer. Go ahead, Ty.
Right. So have I satisfied as a caller?
You're a good caller, and you didn't use you didn't name call like Mabas and DJ were trying to push you to do. So you're an excellent caller. Yeah, Mabas, big up to you. I'm sorry, Maya the rapper. Big up to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join us on the panel this particular morning. It's been a minute, man. You've been on the panel here for just once, right, Maya?
Can you guys hear me?
Crystal
Big up,
clear,
Maya.
man.
Can hear you, bro. Big
Big
up.
up
Yeah, your
Maya.
microphone is good.
Okay. I'm really having a terrible connection here. So my
Yeah, but
Wi-Fi
your
is from
connection looks
Walmart.
good. Your connection looks good. It's not Walmart
Wi-Fi.
level connection.
Even McDonald's Wi-Fi is better than Walmart.
Maya, your choice,
Just saying.
Gyokeres or Osimhen, which of them and why?
Hey, coach, like I said that time, like I don't care which striker I just want a guy who can just give us the ball in the net. That's one guy I want. Like even if it's Victor Osimhen, I don't mind him. Just pull the ball in the net. Give us.
Yep.
Did we lose him? Go ahead, Mabas.
What was it?
I can't hear him. I don't know if you can still hear him. It looks like his internet, his connection
Because
looks
of the
good.
Walmart Wi-Fi.
No. Well, I can see his signal. His signal is excellent. Somebody's is the worst. I don't want to mention names so we can still be friends. All right, looks like we've lost him. If he comes back, he can continue. I don't think
I will never.
Go ahead,
Coach,
Mabas. If you have any questions for the panel, go ahead, shoot for it. Let's try and answer.
Coach, I will never forget the day you mentioned your favorite movie, in Devil's Advocate. I'll never forget that day.
Yeah, and Dante took it and ran with it.
Dante, man, why would you do that, man?
Hey, he's now you know all about Coach.
Grown Ups 2, my favorite movie, by the way.
Yeah, you talked about. I like it. If you're in the any more questions from the chat, let's hear you. Any
Coach,
more questions or on the panel?
I'll just add to
Mabas, you have
the
any questions?
as
Coach,
well.
hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Yeah. Just add to the Gyökeres, Sporting. We're saying that Sporting, they don't want to sell. Sporting comes in, they will sell. They just lost their manager. They're gonna, if the right offer comes in, they're gonna sell. Doesn't matter if January or the end of the season. They'll sell when the player is at the peak, he's higher. So they will sell. They'll no problem themselves. Still got to win, but yeah, they've always been the selling club. Portuguese clubs are selling clubs, and 100% they will sell him. You don't want to risk him getting an injury, a season-ending injury.
Portuguese
What happened?
clubs, they build things from scratch.
They can rebuild very quickly. They get good.
Yeah, from scratch, yes.
They have good scouting.
System. They have great scouting.
Yeah.
They can
from South America, Africa, anywhere.
Yeah, correct. So they'll be fine. They will sell high. They will not going to risk keeping him to the end of the season. If he's an injury, goodbye. They're not getting any money for him. And yeah, so
we're talking about 60 million, right, Dante?
No, not 60 million. Not
More?
60 million. More than that?
More?
No, 60 million and DJ.
Dante.
Go for way more than that.
Yeah.
His release clause
possibly because it's about 75, isn't it? I can't remember.
78
DJ,
million pounds,
78.
like that.
Yeah.
So that would be the price.
DJ, hello.
Yeah.
We need a goalkeeper. I want Kobu from Dortmund.
Yeah. I don't think whether goalkeeper comes in I don't think we're going to do that. I think there's already talk that he has so much trust in Sanchez, but we all know on this panel that Sanchez has had so many bozo moments when he's in that goal for Chelsea that he just caused a lot of issues for us. But what I will say is I think Jorgensen is going to be the one that he'll look to. I don't think we'll get a replacement goalkeeper in January. If we were to get one in, I think if there was one, I've seen a lot of rumours to Bolka's been mentioned as well about coming. He was a Chelsea player before.
Bolka?
But I don't think it will happen though. But like I said, I don't think we'll get a goalkeeper at all, to be honest with you. If we do get a goalkeeper, I think you'll know it will be in the summer, but it won't be this January.
What about Diogo Costa?
Diogo Costa, he is sellable. They will sell him. That's a definite.
My only issue with him,
wants to leave.
My only issue with him is height.
Yeah, I get that. He's a good shot
He's
stopper.
6'1".
Excellent penalties as well. But what I will say is if the right price comes in, again, I don't think it will happen in January. But if the right offer was to come in the summer, they'll sell him. I think Diogo Costa.
As you know the Portuguese clubs well. They're all selling clubs. You know that, DJ.
Yeah, they all are very much so. We lose a lot of talented players from there. And let's be real here, guys. Sporting Lisbon have got full. We all know Sporting Lisbon have got some excellent players in their ranks at this moment in time that will be sellable. Their defence for one, their two centre backs for one, are two that to watch out for moves in the summer if it doesn't happen in January.
It's the same with Benfica, Porto. All of them have players.
They've got some players.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, my boss.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can hear you.
Yeah, Richmond Emeka is saying, have you noticed that we don't play much from the back with Sanchez? I don't think so, really, but that's my opinion. Anybody else on the panel has any questions? Dante, do you have any questions you'd like us to answer before we call it a day? I think I would check whether any of the panelists have any questions before.
Pretty much covered everything. Mabas is the new one on here. If he's got anything to say, come on, Mabas, say it.
Any questions, Mabas?
Yeah, he's dropped out.
He's gone. Any questions, Ty? All right, then I'm guessing you don't. Ty, do you have any questions? I see you just unmuted.
Nope, doesn't look
All
like it.
right. DJ, I'm guessing you don't have any questions, do you?
No questions. Just one more link I saw, guys. I think you guys might have covered it. Gyökeres, possibly a move for Liverpool and
Who?
Chelsea looking at him for January. The central attacking midfielder for Lyon,
No,
Gyökeres.
Oh, Ryan Chucky.
Yeah, there's been talk of, well, I don't know how true it is. There's rumors coming out that
where
Liverpool
would
and
he play?
Chelsea
Where
apparently in
would he
January.
play?
Exactly. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's just rumors. I don't
He's
know.
the number
He's
10,
a 10.
basically. Only,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
nowhere to
That's what
play.
I'm saying. So, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need him. And before we round up,
Where's
let's
that?
see.
Where's that though? Where's that though? Where's that?
So it was a sport. It was I can't pronounce the I can't pronounce. I can't. I don't want to butcher the name. It's a French outlet. That's all I know. I don't know what they're
No,
called
no.
though. But it's not. You
My
get it.
question is why
Probably
do you guys
liquid.
say where's he gonna play?
10. And
He's a
Chucky can
10
also play
Ty.
on the
He's
flanks.
basically a
No,
10.
no, no. I get that,
Hello?
but I'm saying, why do you say why are you saying where will he play?
He can also play he can also play on the flanks. Let's see. No need to apologize. This thing happens. I can now hear you guys. Yeah, no worries. You don't need to apologize. About the striker, I wanted to say that we can buy anyone regardless. Yeah, as long as the manager is a signing. The coach doesn't. Rich Moneymakers is saying the coach doesn't want to play the CC at right back. Anyone if there are injuries, okay. Maya said I wanted to speak about Sanchez. It's nothing sitting me. With
I know how he
Sanchez,
feels about
I want
Oh,
to
Sanchez.
good, Maya. We know.
Yep, you
We
would have
already
had
know.
the opportunity. We also have Nemaya Fawule on the panel for the first time. Bon Nemaya Ekugbadu. Let's hear your thoughts as Gyokeres or Osimhen, your fellow Nigerian. Which of the two strikers do you prefer and why? Let's hear
Hello?
it. Yeah, I'm coming. Mabas, we can hear you. I'll come back to you in a bit. Nemaya, let's hear you. We can't hear him.
Yeah, I think you're muted, Nemaya.
He's not muted. His mic doesn't show that it's muted. So I'm not sure. Just to let him know. Mabas, are you there?
I don't
Okay.
think he's on the frame.
Yeah, he's on the frame. I've added him. But Nemaya, we can't hear you.
I've added him.
Okay, Mabas, go ahead. We can hear you now. All right, we have connection issues. I think let's just round up.
Your system,
Mabas
coach.
cannot
This is all your
connect
system's
properly.
fault.
Nemaya is connected. He's showing us his eyes. We can't hear anything. I think we're all kind of DJ. Do you have anything else? Should we call it a day?
I'm all good, bro.
All right.
Obviously, you have equipment issues again, bruv.
Of course he does.
Equipment issues again, Kachilla.
It's expensive
Not today.
system, just not cutting
Not
it.
today.
I'm joking, bruv. You know me. I'm joking.
I know.
come on.
The equipment has been just perfect today, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna say thank you to Rich Money Makers. Go ahead. Were you saying something? Maya,
Yeah, I
the
can hear
rapper,
you.
appreciate you. Who else was here? The Maya Fawale, thank you for trying to join, but yeah, your system couldn't quite let you connect. And the coolest chess in Tebe, the Echo Man, AB, nice to see you. I appreciate you. Who else was here? And if I missed your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time, and cheers.
Peace, everyone.
Up the
cheers.
charts.
Okay, guys.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game